But boss, I'm just worried
I don't
that...
know what just happened. Unless Benny is sitting here the
I'll
live
link
stream
up
button
with you
again.
once my tasks are complete.
He does do
What
that.
makes you think I'd need you to do that?
I'll need it. And considering the way you approach certain matters, I think you'll be better off with me present.
That's quite enough. Just focus on your work first.
I bet we're in for an uphill battle here. But we can help out too. Inepha and I are gonna help Nashatown's residents carry their stuff.
Loading schedule. Store essential local research data and technology samples, then escort the people to Natlan. Understood. I will execute this to the best of my abilities.
Great stuff. Thank you, ladies.
I've contacted the Lightkeepers. A colleague of mine will join us shortly. I will persuade them to conduct a thorough search of the region to ensure that no civilians get left behind.
As for me, I guess I'll be making an early return to Sumeru. I think it's important that someone informs the Dendro Archon of what's going on in Nodcry.
Roger that. Someone should inform Mondstadt, too. Mr. Duran, can I trust you to handle
I'm guessing it crashed.
That or Benny instantly hit the
As an
live
added
stream button.
incentive, get there fast enough, and I'll see about getting
We
your
knew
grinding
two things
exam
would
waived.
happen, all I could say.
Really? Ha! Mission accepted, sir.
I
Yeah,
intend
that
to stay
happened
behind
before
and
one
help Miss
time when he hit
Antonia
the
with her
live stream.
research.
I hope it crashed,
She
I
has
started
some
saying.
alchemy-related questions that she'd like me to explore.
She recognizes your expertise, then. I wish you a fruitful collaboration.
Thank you. In truth, I was surprised to hear her express an
I
interest in
see.
subject matter outside of machines.
Yeah.
I believe she has been investigating some fun
Only time me here can
technology
stream at the same
recently.
time if I play a
She made a point
PS4
to bring
game
the
or he
relevant
play a
materials
PS4
with
game
her when
or
she left the
you
experimental
know he
design
play a
bureau.
PS5 game.
She's sorting
That's the
through
only way it
everything in
won't
her room as we
it won't
speak.
do that.
I should mention that we have one other friend who isn't present. He hasn't made his position in all of this clear. But if we know anything about him, he's likely investigating on his own.
Paimon's been very quiet today. But I know how close she and the Traveler are with the Natlanese. She should come with us to the border.
Okay. Paimon will do her best.
Make sure to heed Sandrone's warning. Many of us have been cursed by Dottore. As such, under no circumstances should anyone cross national borders. Remain within Nodcry. That aside, personally, I have faith in Columbina. Things look grim, sure, but who knows how it'll play out. Same goes for rescuing the Traveler. Both of them are important allies and friends. We'll be counting on you to gather intel on them, Miss Nefer.
Ah, wonderful. You're all here. That voice again. Nicole? Whoa, that was loud. And it came out of nowhere. So mysterious.
Sorry, this is the only way I can speak to you all right now. Please accept my apology. Anyway, time is short. I'll cut to the chase. We're still facing quite a catastrophe here at the world's borders. Alice has roped in every Hexen Circle member she can get a hold of. Except for me. She told me I had to come and help you all out as a matter of urgency. I quote, "You love talking, don't you? Well, now it's finally your time to shine. Take these. Make sure the whole party gets one each. You'll be in charge of making sure everyone stays connected."
Huh? Is this a Dodo communication device?
Scanning. Unknown device. Analyzing. Unknown device. Conclusion. Cute. Affirmative. It is cute and good. I believe that I quite like it.
This is no ordinary Dodo communication device. It's my very own special modified version, specifically... Ah, sorry. I almost went off on another tangent there. Anyway, help yourselves. It will allow us to communicate over long distances within Nodcry. No more worrying about shuttling messages back and forth.
What astounding technology. Am I right in assuming that it relies on your personal abilities to function, Miss Nicole?
Yes, exactly. Right on cue, Albedo. Ah, I'd love to brag to you all about how it all works, But no, next time, next time. Anyway, I'll be right with you all, serving as a communication hub. That's all from me. Head off as soon as you're ready. I'll be staying here to keep watch, and I'll be sending you my blessings.
Okay then. Oh my god. Alright.
Sir Flint. Perfect timing. I just arrived myself.
You are most considerate, Master Ilua. But in fact, I know you have been sitting here for quite some time.
If you saw me, why didn't you say something?
I was curious to see how long you could sit still for. Also, shouldn't you have managed to sense me approaching?
That would be a first. You always seem to appear out of thin air without making a peep. Also, how many times do I have to tell you not to address me as master? I don't qualify.
I beg to differ. Why should a young man so well versed in social graces as yourself not be worthy of that title?
Please, Lord Flint's... Sir Flint's. I'm begging you, don't flatter me into complacency like you do with everyone else.
You understand me better than most. My newest acquaintances tell me I love complimenting others. What do you think?
I think they don't understand why you do it. You just love puffing people up till they're a big, happy ball of hot air that floats away into the sky.
In all sincerity, I can only hope that they bring good tidings when they come back down to Earth.
Is the situation that bad?
We just held a strategy meeting. Let me fill you in.
In short, we need everyone gone from Pyramida. We also need a team of Lightkeepers to scour the more remote regions of Nodcry for civilians to evacuate.
You know he's gonna be playable.
I only hope we have enough personnel.
We do. Old Man Nikita will definitely help. And we can recall anyone out on patrol to focus on this instead.
Good. I'm sure you and the others will make short work of this. Now, don't forget. Once you've completed this task, make sure you and the rest of the team evacuate to either Snezhnaya or Natlan as well.
Flint's?
If you've got something to say, Master Ilua, why not guess what I'm thinking right now?
You mentioned that you have something else to deal with later. How difficult is it going to be?
I doubt it will be easy.
I know you're a Lightkeeper, and it's your duty to protect others in times of crisis. But I have a feeling that you'll be walking into grave danger. However bad things have gotten in the past, Nodcry has never faced a mass evacuation before. But from the sounds of it, you don't intend to come with us. I don't mean to pry, and it's probably none of my business. But whatever it is you're intending, you don't have to go through with it, you know.
I've been afflicted with some sort of curse, and I'm told it may well trigger if I set foot outside of Nodcry. As such, I cannot leave. I have to act, if for no other reason than to fight this curse.
What? No. Why? Why would anyone want to curse you?
There are plenty of people out there willing to trample over others in pursuit of their own goals.
Frankly, Sir Flint, I am furious. You're making light of what is an incredibly serious situation.
Indeed I am. And?
And what? I told you, I'm furious about this.
Nothing I can do about it, I'm afraid. Things happen, and we just have to deal with them. If you find yourself feeling angry, perhaps start by drinking a big glass of water.
Hey, you mean you're completely unmoved by my anger? I'm devastated.
Then allow me to express my sincerest regret. Come by the lighthouse sometime. We'll catch ourselves a few fish, have a little barbecue, play some cards, and bask in the sun.
Maybe I need to spell this out. Lean in a little, Flint.
Oh my, this doesn't bode well.
Word is that you were caught up in a real horror show recently. People were amazed that you returned safe and sound. They've been debating whether you're even human.
I've returned safe and sound from plenty of crises. When you say people, do you mean other people? Or do you just mean you?
Fine. I'll be frank. You're not human, are you?
Sorry about that, chap.
Heavens. Now that's a horrifying thought.
You know what?
Me a sandwich and
Forget
fucking
it.
snacks.
We'll revisit this
I'm
once
getting
it's
a
all
little
over.
Anyway, what did I
A
miss?
sound plan. Albeit a little
Anyway, I'm
ominous
gonna be muted
sound.
while I eat.
Just promise me you'll come back in one piece. All right?
For you, Master Ilua. How could I refuse? Also, please pass my regards on to our colleagues. Tell them, thank you all for your assistance. Please put safety first as you proceed with the operation.
I have to keep searching for a path toward reality. This should do it. The last 2 times I tried to influence reality in this space, it consumed a lot of Kuvaki. I'll try and be more careful this time. I need to leave key clues behind using less power. I hope everyone still remembers what I said on Moon Prayer Night.
Nothing here either. Flint's?
Ah, Miss Nefer.
What are you doing here? Unless...
I just spoke with Ilua about arrangements for the search and came for a walk nearby. As for you, why would... It appears we think along similar lines. And neither of us likes to accept things at face value.
As well as figuring out how to gather intel on the Traveler, I wanted to confirm some of my own suspicions. Also, we'll need to bring a lot of force to bear against Dottore, even if we're only looking to rescue the Traveler. We can't leave anything to chance. You don't think Columbina perished either, do you?
I'm merely considering the possibility that she survived, just as you are. How much can we really know about a deity like her anyway?
Do you remember what she said on Moon Prayer Night? About using moonlight to send messages to us?
Of course. I think that's why we're both here.
Where have you checked so far?
I've been focusing on the outdoors. Anywhere the moonlight shines. I checked most of Nasha Town, but didn't find anything.
I checked the Curatorium of Secrets, and a few rooms where I thought I might find some leads. But no luck here either. The only places I haven't looked yet are the rooms in the flagship. But process of elimination isn't the only thing that brought me here.
Oh, really? What's your other reason?
After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once!
Huh? Am I imagining things? Come on, let's see what's going on.
Oh no. I knocked over a vase as soon as I came in. It must have been caused by a Kuvaki fluctuation when I entered the space. Although, it seems like I'm not about to be pulled away this time. It looks like as long as I'm careful with my actions, it doesn't count as influencing reality. Anyway, is this the flagship? The Traveler mentioned that's where she was staying. I only went into the lobby last time, so I've never actually been here before. How does this space work? If nothing else, I can now be sure that it is not simply memory. She mentioned where her room was. I think it's this one. The door is closed. But if this is anything like when I disappeared, then maybe... I'm in. She and Paimon aren't here at the moment. I hope she's okay. I wonder what happened to her after that battle with Dottore. Best not to dwell on that for now. I need to try and leave them some clues. Please, Traveler. I really hope you find this.
Huh. Just a cat.
Nothing else here strikes me as noteworthy.
Didn't you stay here for a couple of nights once?
Before Rerir showed himself, yes. It's also where the Traveler and I first met.
Did you notice anything unusual during your stay?
I remember thinking how much noisier the flagship is at night compared to the graveyard. Other than that, no. The Traveler and Paimon were most congenial neighbors.
This is where they've been staying, yes? Over here?
That's right.
I wouldn't usually condone breaking and entering, but we can make it up to them later.
Focus now. I have to write a message on the wall using Kuvaki, just like I said on Moon Prayer Night. Simply open your windows on nights when the moon shines bright, and the moonlight will naturally flow towards the words I have written. Here goes. I'll need to carefully control my strength. There's a noise outside the door. Is she back? Please, You have to see these words.
Well, do you sense anything?
Unfortunately, no.
And this place was our last chance.
Not necessarily. We've only looked in Nasha Town so far. Miss Columbina said she would leave messages at her friends' dwellings. It's still worth checking where Miss Lauma lives and where I live.
Let's try and make some time to look into those then. Wait.
What are you waiting for?
Paimon might have overeaten slightly. What's that look for? This is a victory feast. It's normal to eat a little more than usual.
The Traveler in Paimon. It's really you. But why are they talking about a victory feast?
Huh. You worried Paimon sick while you were out there fighting Rare, so this is your chance to make it up to her, alright?
Wait. So this is the night after the battle against Rare. How did I end up here? That's quite a long time ago now. Wait. Time. That's it. Every time I've entered reality within this space, it's been at an earlier point in time. Every one of those points has been before I fell into the moon's reflection. And everything I've done to affect reality really did happen in the past. Does this mean that within the moon's reflection, time flows backwards? Starting from the moment I fell in?
Not long till Moon Prayer Night now. It's gonna be even livelier than tonight. Although, it's gonna be sad saying goodbye to the damselette. She seems like a really nice person.
Paimon. No, I can't. Even if I make contact, they probably won't understand what's going on. And in any case, I'll likely get pulled away again if I do. Instead, I have to find a way to get them to notice what I've written using the moonlight. Wait, even I hadn't thought of doing that before Moon Prayer Night. They'd never conceive of that possibility. Is there truly no other way?
Don't lose heart. We'll find a way somehow.
Huh?
Oh, you say that, but the Frost Moon is beyond the fall sky. If we wanted to go visit her, how would we make it through to the other side?
We might not have all the answers now, but I'm sure we'll find a way one day.
Huh. Guess someone's gotta be the optimist.
The present. The future. That's right. There are still things I can do.
What's your plan?
Flint's, when you were staying next door, did you ever open the window?
No. The rooms here are dark and damp, and there's such a buildup of dust on the windows that the moonlight can't even get in. I didn't think it was worth the trouble.
The moonlight?
Ah, I think I see where you're going. One moment. I'll see if the owner is available.
Don't bother. Time is of the essence.
Time. Even if no one sees what I've written at this moment, maybe someone will remember what I said after Moon Prayer Night. I need to write down as much information as I can. And maybe one day...
Huh? What's up with you? You can't even hold your cup steady. Are you getting tired?
A little.
Well, you should probably hit the hay then. You've had a really tough couple of days for you.
You truly have. You helped defeat Rerir, helped me reclaim my name, and you helped the others organize Moon Prayer Night. Wherever you are right now, I'm sure you're still fighting against the injustices of fate. This is all I can leave for them. How I wish I could stay here. But it's time for me to go. I hope to see you again in the next time. And if the opportunity presents itself.
I will surely return to your side.
Huh.
Columbina. She's alive.
Not only that, but she's left us an entire wall's worth of clues. She even wrote down what would happen on Moon Prayer Night. It's just a shame we found it too late.
I am here. Time in this place flows backwards. I am constantly moving forward.
It sounds like she's found a way to influence the past using Kuvaki. But her future is our past.
So, these words have been here ever since we defeated the Ray Hero Solnari. We just never discovered them. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Do you ever mull over questions like that?
Only when I'm in a good mood, and at leisure.
Well, I never do. Everything that has happened already belongs to the realm of fact. As a business person, and especially an intel broker, what I do is extrapolate from those facts to try and read the future.
An admirable philosophy.
It's a means of survival. Let's go. We have a wall's worth of clues to share with the others.
It appears that the doctor's energy signature has changed to something similar to Kuvaki, but not like the Kuvaki we're used to.
Okay, I'm back,
Unauthorized
y'all.
Kuvaki devices
Sorry about
only
that. I
have
just had a little
limited
quick
effect on
sandwich and
it.
some chips.
I can see why
It's a
you've
little
chosen to
utter
place your
snack.
hopes in alchemy instead. Also, I must say these books are rather profound.
My subordinates just shipped them in from Fontaine. Some of them are from the Narcissenkreuz Ordo. Some are incident reports from Petrichor, and then there's a few test reports for these junk machines. Additionally, after some further scanning, I've discovered something extremely annoying.
What's that?
Tevat's skies contain multiple moons. A long time ago, when I did my
Who's still
first
watching right
scan,
now?
I detected
Who's
3,
watching?
just as the legends say. But when I checked again just now, I detected 4 moons.
So there's one extra?
Yeah. Originally, I thought that if I could still find 3 moons, that would at least mean Columbina's still alive. But then it occurred to me that apart from the frost moon, Tevat's
I'm still
moons are
here.
just husks. And husks surely shouldn't show up in the scan, since they're not alive. It's weird, isn't it? If we can't even distinguish between a dead and a living moon, how are we supposed to know whether a moon goddess is still alive? Or does this mean that the moon marrows are equivalent to the moons themselves?
It's certainly possible. In which case, the 4th moon you detected may be Dottore artificial creation.
So he wasn't bluffing. He really built his own moon marrow.
Okay.
Ugh, I'm so mad right now.
Alright.
It's
Let's
easy
watch
to get
it.
overwhelmed
You
when
know
you
the
have too
story
much
is
on your
so
plate.
far pretty good. Not
Maybe
gonna
you
lie.
need to relax.
Pretty good.
Perhaps try
You
going
know, I've
for a
been with my
walk,
girlfriend like it so
or
far.
simply take a few deep breaths.
Nothing can calm me down at a time like this. I need more time, and I need progress.
Excuse me.
It's Mr. Flynn's.
I really hate that ringing tone. Ugh. First the 4 orthants of the Narcissenkreuz, then moon marrows. Now what?
Oh, sorry if we're disturbing you. Might I ask what's troubling you?
What do you want? We're busy.
Are you still at the Curatorium of Secrets?
Yeah. Look, everyone else is still out, so there's no hurry. Plus, I'm busy, so I would appreciate if you gave me some space.
Even though we have crucial intel to share?
Fine, I'm listening.
Do you intend to share it via the Dodo communication device?
Ordinarily, I would, but this is a unique situation. I think it's best that we discuss it in person. See you at the Curatorium.
Huh.
All right then. So, what's the situation?
The rest of the team is still out working on their missions and evacuations, but we've decided to fill you in on the most crucial information first.
Sandrone, you were right. Columbina is most likely still alive.
That's the best news we've received in a while. By a long way.
Interesting.
Random locations. Appearing in reverse order? Are you serious? So not dying isn't enough for the moon goddess, huh? She has to show off too. Anyway, does this mean we can deduce her condition from the moon marrows?
Miss Androne, there's nothing wrong with simply admitting that you're happy to hear the good news.
I'm not. And she's the least of our problems. We're facing a huge crisis. If she can't control the flow of time in there, she's just gonna keep moving backwards. Different points in time won't intersect, and she'll never find a way out.
Let's say life begins with a drop of water. When did time begin? The moment this planet came into being? No, that's not right.
Not gonna lie,
Her
questions
final
like that make your
destination
brain.
would be the moment at which the space she is in was created.
But it doesn't seem like we can influence that space from the outside world. So how can we help her? Also, if she's alive, Rarier and Thalindus might be too. But as far as we know, neither of them have come back out. That space may not have an exit at all.
I'm afraid I must concur with Miss Nefer in this.
Can't exactly argue with that. Let's leave it there for now. I've taken notes on everything you said.
Will it help with your research?
I doubt it's gonna help with breaking Dottoro's energy fields. But who knows when it might come in handy. Better to have it all written down than try to remember everything when I need it. Alright, I need to get back to my research. Mr. Albedo has made a lot of suggestions that will require my undivided attention.
Sure, I'll stay here. I have things to work on. Paimon, are you there? Oh, right. She went with Varka to Natlan, didn't she? Good thing we've moved her and the Traveler's luggage in here. Speaking of the Traveler, where could they be? There's a note from Paimon.
Paimon here. Not in at the moment, but if anyone needs to borrow her stuff or the Travelers, go ahead and help yourself. Paimon won't be mad. Also, Traveler, if you get back before Paimon, make sure to get some rest. Paimon misses you a lot, but put your health first, alright?
That's what Hawker always says.
How sweet. Well, since you offered, Paimon, don't mind if I do. This is the Traveler and Paimon's luggage. All the items they use day to day are here. It's well organized. I wonder which of them is responsible for that. What do we have here? The camera captured a special moment that can only occur between people who are close to one another. You can really sense how the photographer feels about their subject. I wonder why this picture was placed outside. Is it because Paimon recently looked at it? This must belong to the Traveler. Perfect. I'll use this. Hang in there. We'll find you.
What the?
Polonia. Search keyword world formula and bring me all relevant books.
What the? Okay, I wasn't expecting we play as this big boy. We're playing. So now we're playing Clara. Honkai. It's just Clara and what's that guy? I agree, Harper. I agree. Okay. Alright. Got all the books? Are you sure? Let's check the rest of them. Nope. Psst. And there's Maya. Alright, that's all of that. Moving on. Boom, 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 boom. And your question, what would y'all do if you saw this giant robot at your house? What would y'all do? If you saw this robot and then you see who made her. What would you do if you saw them two at your house? For me, I'll freak out. Be like, what
Wanna
the?
know how I got awoken?
Sure, how did you woke?
Let's see. This one is on Tonki's sermon dictation.
That's so cool. I would be calm.
How would we go? MG, that'd be so cool. For me, I'll freak out first, but I'll try to stay calm during the whole situation.
This was an ancient Romorian technology.
I threw up all over my wall.
I never imagined that Romorian ideas would be
You
so
okay,
similar to
Maya?
the diagram I have named, the world formula. This is strong evidence that human civilization should gradually shed possibilities as it continues to explore and evolve.
In kidnapping Thai big guy FOF Jur.
Yeah.
The sparks
But
of
are you alright,
civilization
Maya,
shall
though?
run out, unless we consider introducing
We'll
very
be fine, I guess. I'm not going to question it.
Surely that
I
can
agree,
only mean
Harper.
one
By the
thing.
way, Harper, if you
Descenders?
ever want to talk to
Dottore
Maya,
likely
she's very
captured the
funny.
traveler because of her descender
She's a funny
status.
person.
But the Three Moons' authority comes from the world itself. Why would Dottore need anything beyond that? Where does this variable factor in? The world formula calculates the fate of an entire world.
I see.
Introducing a variable would
Yep.
therefore give us...
I threw up 3 times and I may again and yai I am funny mwaha.
Haha, but are you alright though, for real? Did you eat something wrong or anything? There's no way you were you know. Word, boom. I wonder if we're ever going to be playable to have these two playable. If they ever be playable, I would
Can
definitely...
I kidnap them both? It may complicate things cause they're frines.
Kidnap them. Good luck if the big guy doesn't squish. Good luck if the robot don't squish you first.
Otonki sermon dictation. Explications on the chemical mirror. Observe and compute the pathway displayed in the guidance diagram. Deconstructing and reversing its effects could generate potential ideas. So, it's one of Renee's draft lectures. Deconstructing the pathway. I suppose that could lead to a breakthrough.
Iron Golem probably likes oil-flavored lollipops.
Lol.
Ugh, this is so long. This guy sure loves showing off his knowledge.
Now, where else you want me to go?
Q. That's the plan.
Don't worry, Harper. She talks like that. She says stuff like that because she's funny. Don't take it seriously.
Most of the experimental devices proposed by the Lilia Crucis Ordo are built based on the simple and basic logical structure of a tree model. Lilia Crucis. Guess they were trying to cover up the name of the Nautitzenkreuz Ordo? When Duke St. Germanus departed, he said, "It seems that there's no going back." Alas, he is only a genius when it comes to machines. In all other things, he is but ordinary. Excuse me? I'm sorry. That's
Shillenpat, Shelterin.
Shelterin, what?
Great Detective Herlock, the alchemist and the clockwork saint? Isn't this a novel? Come on. Still, the author swears that they knew Renee well. Whatever. I guess it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Renee would say nonsense like that on occasion. Memory, wishes, souls, and persona. Frankly, this sounds more like occultism, but if Albedo vouches for it, I suppose there must be some alchemical basis to these techniques. The way Alain Guillotin saw it, the world was comprised of machines. The universe needed machines, and thus his technologies were created. That's why I was born. Renee, his full name was René de Petrichor, if I recall correctly. Sounds like he and the town must be intricately connected. That place was also the source of most of our information regarding Remurian civilization. Seems like some of his projects were based on their technology.
Huh,
the cutting
interesting.
of souls and storing them in vessels. These seemingly unrelated techniques underpinned Renee's research. Assuming that the four orthants correspond to alchemical categories. The chemical marriage model.
You know, I've been playing Genshin for almost about 4 or 5 years now. Maybe 6, can't remember exactly. But it's close to 5 or 6 years. So I can't wait to see all of Genshin, how they actually end the story though. It's been a great journey. That's how me and Bendy became real close.
Alan's old notes are here too. They mentioned Renee.
It's from SEO, but Genshin brought us closer, and I made a lot of friends on Genshin. So in a way, Genshin is very special to
his
me.
Words are not to be believed. Yep, that sounds like Alan. My subordinates actually did a half-decent job digging out all these materials. Makes a change. Good for them. Some of Alan's old files are completely consistent with these records. He must have gotten them from the Tower of Gestalt. I never knew he got his hands on Renee's records that early. Heh, he may have kept them, but he never even attempted to use them. Didn't believe a word they said. Come to think of it, Renee's world formula was filled with calculations of constants. That shows he believed that the fate of the world to be predetermined. As for Alan... it's been too long. I forget what he said. What would he have said? A guy like him, fervent believer in machines, but not headstrong enough. The world can be changed. It is worth persevering. Yes, that's how he used to think at least. He created that procedure to save this world. Yet the scale of the world's fate proved too enormous. The result was beyond his ability to calculate. He died having never seen the outcome. And there I was, left behind in the ashes of his dreams. Did you really never take a close look at Renee's research? Or did you read it but deem his philosophy incompatible with your model? The very thought of trying to incorporate his ideas probably made you feel sick to the stomach. Well, don't worry, because there's a whole new category of lunatic in town. Next to Dottore, every other madman looks sane. You once asked me what I wished for. Should have asked him instead. He's the one pining for things you'd sooner die than witness. Even the tiniest variable can make big waves in the present. Now then, allow me to put these incompatible fragments together in your stead. First, establish and verify the existence of the Great Circle. Absolute nihil on one end, absolute reality on the other. Now, search between these two extremes. Then, the construction criteria. Variables. The sparks of civilization shall run out unless we consider introducing variables from outside the system. Input variables.
Input
Traverse
variables.
the world, space-time, and civilization. Then extract the essential nodes from the records to determine which variables they point to. The primordial power that differentiated itself from the void. The power of light. Yes, light. Records. Hyperborea.
What?
This is horrendously complicated. After all that, I'm still missing a few variables. I need to think this through.
It looks like arcane science doodles.
Like the frenzied
Wow,
squirming
really?
of a mad woman?
Nice.
Fine, keep it to yourself. It's not like you can talk anyway. I'll assume you gave it a passing grade. I jest. But true madness does often start with trying to save the world. What would Arlecchino and Columbina think if they saw this incomprehensible hen scratch? They'd probably have me institutionalized.
You're
So it
institutionalized.
Rosaline. She's been dead for a while now. When I close my eyes and think back,
She's yapping a lot.
Well, she is a smart person,
and
by the
that
way.
enormous dress she used to wear.
She is a smart person, so she made that big robot that you
And
saw.
the clack of those heels used to drive me insane. No one's asking me, obviously, but I hope you all know that I never wanted to save the world. I'm not crazy. I don't have delusional ambitions, and that's a clinical fact. The world needs a solution, but I don't need the world's validation. It's the world begging me for answers, not the other way around.
She didn't make this
You
big
can tell
robot.
by the wording he uses.
He, or you mean she? What the?
She asterisk.
Okay. Is this when he said he? I'm like, what?
My spelling is awful.
I mean, mine's just as bad too, Maya, if you know. Mine's just as bad. I'm curious how these two will play. Like, I wonder how powerful she'll be. Wonder what her element will be too.
Oh, cookies to go with the tea. Let's see. They must be from that person who brought those documents. I see they're from Hotel de Boer. something's written on the box. We are proud to present this homage to the Fortress of Meropede's fun-filled milk
I
collection.
was gonna say I'm gonna steal that food, but not Oren Godam, not Oren.
Yeah.
She looks interesting.
Sure, I agree with you on that one, Hyper.
Be early to bed and early to rise. Get plenty of sun and drink plenty of water. Then things will surely go well for you. What? Are you kidding me? Somehow I doubt that an early night and a glass of water is magically gonna save a world of
Marinoti.
existential peril.
Finally, a different cutscene.
Lady Arlecchino, word has reached us that Lady Marionette's troops are all in position. They are ready to act as soon as the order...
Help autocorrect fixed her name to Marinated.
The only thing is, they are fewer in number than we expected. It looks like many of them must have lost their lives at the hand of the monsters released by the Doctor.
Can't be helped. Allow them to join our ranks, and keep in contact.
As you wish.
Then I had to fix ITT.
It's all good. Now meet Alatino, aka Father, if you haven't seen when she first came out. She adopted kids, and they call her Father. It's a whole storyline if you don't know.
It's been a while, Arlecchino. You look well.
Hey, child! Or Tartopia.
Did Dottore really have to
I'm
build
happy
his
he's
lab
here.
right on the
I love
salt
this
path
guy.
between Snezhnaya
He was
and
fun.
Notcry?
He was a fun boss fight,
They
by
go
the
on a
way.
huge detour to stay out of its line of sight.
Sounds like an
I have him too, by the way. I just don't have
assume you
all
brought
the.
word from Her Majesty.
I don't have all the characters, but
All
some.
part of the job. Firstly, the Tsaritsa has authorized Fatui Internal Affairs to review Dottore's case. They will reach a formal verdict on whether he has turned traitor and whether he poses a threat to Snezhnaya. While they're working on that, I've been ordered to come and receive the refugees from Notcry.
They are nearby. My team will escort you to them shortly.
Great. Aside from that, Her Majesty has a message for you and Sandrone personally. Huh? Where is Sandrone?
She stayed behind to work since I was making the trip anyway. It seemed sensible to have one person on standby at base while the other came out to meet you.
All right, guess that's just how she rolls. In that case, tell her that the Tsaritsa's decree this time is pretty awesome sounding. I think she'll like this one. Still, I wonder what... Wait, what's that? Did one of our troops turn into a monster?
Oh shit.
Take him
Oh
out.
shoot. Alright, time to get serious. I can play with chat. Oh my god, yes.
Transfixed. Witness my rise.
Riptide.
I love Child, by the way. Child's fun to play. I still need to build my Child, too. Like, I really do want to build him.
Laid bare.
You've gotten stronger, Arlecchino. Nice.
Stop that right now. I appreciate the praise, but I'm not fighting you today.
But Alatino is the better one.
I knew it.
This is where you fall.
Damn, I took one
I
shot
can't
at him.
believe it. He was a living, breathing human one moment, and the next.
Another fine piece of work by our dear colleague, I'm afraid.
What in the world has been going on in Notcry?
A lot. But long story short, Dottore stole 2 moon marrows that should have belonged to Columbina, then built a 3rd moon marrow of his own to concentrate the Trilunar Authority in his hands.
What? What do you mean he built a moon marrow? People build roads and houses, not moon marrows. What's his next DIY project? He's gonna build a god?
You could stand to be less surprised. We are harbingers. The work we are engaged in makes the creation of gods seem mundane by comparison. I tell everyone who asks that you once crossed swords with Rex Lapis while serving as a key supporter for Rosaline's plan. But right now, you're acting like a common adventurer.
Thanks for speaking up for me. Those two really took me for a ride back then. Then again, surely no common adventurer would manage to get tangled up with them the way I did. That's gotta count in my favor, right?
It almost sounds like you wish to repeat the experience.
Oh,
I
wow.
might have to lower my opinion of you.
No. I'll stop talking. Please, go on.
Dottore
I'm
is
surprised
currently
Maya
still
ain't talking about
experimenting
child
with his
over here.
newfound power in ways that continue to corrode the outside world. As for the human mutation, I believe this is simply a consequence of his experiments, and not a strategic move. That radiant beast was once a subordinate of Sandrone's. I suspect he was only allowed to live so that he could become an experimental subject. Also, those of us who fought Dottore have been afflicted with a curse. As such, I cannot leave Nodcry.
This is so much worse than I thought. No wonder Her Majesty's decree is so extreme. While these exceptional circumstances persist, the Harbingers are hereby authorized to use unilateral executive powers. Should Dottore pose a threat, Arlecchino and Sandrone are permitted to eliminate him.
My thanks to Her Majesty. I will pass these good tidings on to Sandrone.
Her Majesty has also declared that she will refrain from launching an attack on the now evacuated Nodcry due to the presence of unretrieved research material.
A wise decision.
By the way, how's my old partner doing? I'm assuming they're with you?
Partner? You mean the Traveler? I'm afraid I have bad news. She was captured after our failed assault on Dottore's lab. Her whereabouts are currently unknown.
What? Why? Since when does Dottore have a bone to pick with her?
That is indeed the question. I'm not sure he does. He must have some other goal in mind.
This won't do. I have to rescue her.
You can't. We have no idea where the Traveler is.
What am I supposed to do then? Stand here twiddling my thumbs?
Sandrone is working on it. The best thing you can do right now is complete your mission.
Fine.
Bro, he was about to... Nice. Y'all was about to go off, bro. He was about to kick some ass.
Tell the Rooster to get the message out to the gods and citizens of every nation in Tevat. Beware. An uncontrollable pollution is spreading forth from Nodcry. The source of that pollution is a madman drunk on the success of his experiments. The Fatui and our allies will endeavor to contain the threat. However, if Nodcry falls...
What am I supposed to be doing, twiddle my thumbs?
Dottore is one of
I don't know, Ma. How you doing?
Wow.
Stationed in Nodcry consider it our duty to stay and fight him to the bitter end. Whatever the cost.
Hey, don't be too pessimistic. If it comes to it, I'm sure Her Majesty won't stand by and do nothing.
I hope you're right.
I threw up again, godwom, that's the 4th time.
Jeez, what did you eat? My goodness, Ma, you might need to go to the doctor or something. You need to get that checked.
You're right on time.
Thanks. Hey, do you think I'll get that gliding exam exemption? I made sure I was on my best behavior in Mondstadt. I landed well outside the city and walked in through the gates.
I'll help you apply, don't worry. For now, let's see what we have here.
What are the doctor's energy fields even made from? The usual attract and repel?
Pasta bake, that was made in the air fryer.
They are very mysterious. But ultimately,
did it cook all the way?
They appear to be
Was
comprised
it
of
spoiled or
energies from the
anything?
3 realms. Thanks to research
A
by
lot of it.
Master in the Hexen Circle, we
Damn.
know that Tevat's 7 elements are derived from the more primordial power of the Light Realm, which is antagonistic with the power of the Void Realm.
Meh, I
The
guess.
power of the Dragon Durin within you, I'm sure you can already tell that this energy field contains no abyssal energy.
That's true. It's not
Still.
abyssal energy. It's something.
But still get
pure,
that checked out just to
wild,
make sure you ain't,
untamed.
you know,
I've
food
been
poisoning
thinking
or
about
anything of that nature.
Do you still remember the device that
Or
Doris
maybe
supplied
have
to the
a
Academia
maybe have the flu.
when you and Miss Columbina fought Raria? That was one of the most marvelous feats of ingenuity I've ever seen. The design, the craftsmanship.
LOL, you thought something else?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it on stream, but yeah. At first, I'm like, yeah, I did because we come up.
And I was LKKA, huh?
Working theory.
What?
The clue was that Miss
Nice.
Columbina was somehow able to use the pyroenergy that you provided, despite the fact that, as a moon goddess,
I was giggling.
she should only be able to use
Oh,
light realm
okay,
energy in
man.
principle.
At
Now,
least you ain't gonna.
all elemental energy is, of course, derived from light realm energy to begin with. Hence, I suspect that the device works by restoring elemental energy to its original state. This presumes a theoretical model of the 7 elements akin to that of light refracted through a prism. Perhaps it is no mere analogy. Maybe there is indeed a prism.
Is this Genshin Impact BTWW?
Yes, this is Genshin, by the way.
Observations of said prism. It would explain how such an ironclad design concept was achieved. It is at once a master.
By the way, what do you think of Durin? Would you kidnap Durin or Albedo or Child?
His latest elemental theories. I suspect only Lesser Lord Kusanali herself could have devised such an ambitious technology.
Wow.
But back to the energy
Durin's Dragon Ball. Albedo's the one up beside him.
Energy, its relation to elemental energy is one of integration versus division. Or you could say that the former contains the latter. Could this elemental energy can dilute the power of the light realm?
Dude.
Should we give it a try?
We should.
Or Blondie.
You mean Albedo's blondie, Durin is purple.
Clear signs of disruption were detected at the periphery of the energy field. This indicates that elemental energy can disturb or even negate the field. Now you try.
All right, here goes. It's working!
Switch to abyssal energy.
Interesting.
Attack again. No surprises there. Abyssal power drains the energy field to a significantly greater extent. I now feel confident in asserting that the energy field is indeed pure light realm energy, and that elemental energy can dilute it.
But the energy field is huge. How much elemental energy will it take to neutralize it?
We don't have to neutralize it completely. We can try other approaches. That's all for theory. Would you like to continue watching?
So you knew I was here.
Oh, look, it's Wanderer.
When did you get here?
If you ask him why his name is Zark in the game, you can name this guy, by the way, whatever name you pick, by the way.
Back in
For Wanderer, you can name him whatever. I named him Zark, of course, because at the time,
Very thoughtful of you.
Your Arc 5, the demon version of when
Could I ask you to lend me a
when
hand?
Yuya, Yuri, Yugo, and
A little test.
when the 4 boys becomes one, that's how. And then Zark was like a cool duelist, then he turned evil. He's blue!
Nice! This
He
time it
was a different color. I think he was like darker blue or something. His old design.
Should we go through?
We probably shouldn't risk having mutually antagonistic energies in such close proximity. Durin, you stay here and watch the entrance. Hat Guy and I will go in to investigate.
Sounds sensible to me. Keep your eyes peeled, Durin.
Don't worry, I got this. You two be careful in there. Just give me the signal if you need help, and I'll dive right in.
What do you mean, signal?
It's based on a new alchemical concoction I developed last month. When 2 bottles of it are smashed on the ground together, they emit a blinding burst of light. If it comes to that, remember to shield your eyes with your hat.
Glad I asked. Thanks for the heads up.
Alright.
Squall and Fury, search for it.
By the way, he can fly. I had him on my old account. I still want Wanderer though. Wanderer is a great character to have. As you can see, he can fly. Pretty cool, huh?
Quit following me.
We're going in.
Like I thought. Beyond a certain distance, We can't see the opening where we came in. Maybe that's to prevent people from escaping.
Sounds like Dottore style to me. Not much has changed. Things are basically the same here as they were before the energy field appeared.
They have no heartbeats and they're not breathing. We can only assume they're dead.
Mother is making me have Indian herbal medicine and it's gonna taste nasty.
Oh gosh.
There's an animal squatting next to each body.
It's watching us. That's not an animal's gaze.
Damn.
What are you trying to tell us?
Doesn't seem eager to talk. I guess maybe it's just an animal after all.
Let's keep looking around.
Behold!
Tired thing is so cute.
Yeah, I agree. I'd love to have him again.
I wanted SS my pet FR.
Oh wow.
Not a living soul in sight. Just countless bodies with animals standing watch over them.
Well, I think we can safely rule out the possibility that they're
Indeed.
all pets.
Is skirting around the topic your way of showing consideration?
Oh
for
look,
other
Bendy
people's
joined.
feelings?
Just being cautious. I don't doubt that you can handle the truth.
I doubt you'll handle the truth. Interesting. God, I wish I had him again. I miss Wanderer, man.
I've been here.
Nice. So you've been stalking me. Even though I know you've been watching, but it's a joke, by the way.
Over there, I hear a voice.
Please. Help us. Please.
What happened here?
I don't know. Suddenly.
Why does he know that they don't? Yes, Daddy, I have been. Hello there, Bendy.
Oh God, why did you say that?
Some
Oh
of my
God.
senses left. I gotta get out of the fear.
Oh. What the fuck?
Lol, hello, Harper.
It looks like there's a huge experiment going on inside this energy field. Maybe each
No.
energy field is its own giant experiment.
This is messed up.
Vile.
He's swapping human
Hello,
minds for
PPLL.
animals. Even without the other circumstances.
This is just
This would
messed
be an
up, bro.
extremely radical experiment. Those people may have lost their sense of selves, but they are not fully animals either. If they were, they would have left. But instead, their instincts are driving them to remain by their dead bodies.
We should go. No sense in sticking around here longer than we need to.
Agreed.
Agree on that one too. This is pretty dark. Not gonna lie.
Ah, you're back! Everything okay?
We saw some things that take a strong stomach. Otherwise, we're fine.
We should share our findings with the others.
Yes? Who is it?
Miss Nefer, it's me, Albedo. We found a way to break through the energy fields. With enough control, it's possible to tear them open using elemental energy. Also, we managed to take a look inside. Dottore is carrying out his cruel experiments on an immense scale. Any residents who have failed to evacuate in time will likely meet a grisly end.
Sounds like he's living down to our expectations.
Might I ask how things are proceeding on your end?
I'm just about to get started. I'll be in touch once I have a result.
Understood.
Stay safe.
I will.
Well, Nefer, I'll link up with you once my tasks are complete.
What makes you think I'd need you to do that?
I'll need it. And considering the way you approach certain matters, I think you'll be better off with me present.
Let's begin. Entering simulation mode.
Oh God. Okay.
A vast wasteland. Is this the Traveler's inner world? I was expecting something more vibrant, to be honest. Wait, someone's there.
What are you looking at? In that case, I'll look at it with you. I want to know all about everything you've seen and experienced. Is there somewhere I should return to? Or should I stay here and be the hero everyone says I am? I don't dislike my current life. Roaming the land, fighting battles, accomplishing missions, earning a living, looking after Paimon. It's not so bad. I guess the only thing that's missing is that you're not here with me.
This is the conscious layer, which contains a person's true feelings. It is filled with both longing and kindness.
I suppose anyone who lives long enough ends up wishing for someone who can't be there. Maybe it's the only way we can feel truly alive.
Time to delve a little deeper.
Nasha Town is hardly the optimal choice for a place to live, but it has character and a reasonable population density.
What are you trying to say?
Oh,
Man,
don't be nervous.
ain't gonna lie, this is a
I was
long
just
story,
thinking where
but
might
it
make a
is
good
really good so
starting
far.
point for your
I ain't
journey.
been hooked so far.
Perhaps I should send you
Been
further
lost.
afield. Conria, perhaps.
Conria ceased to exist long ago.
Once again, you fail to understand the possibilities that the Tri-Lune creates. Anything that has existed in the past, I can now recreate. You simply do not wish to see that happen. That might be because you miss your sibling and fear getting answers that you are not ready to learn. But this is not for me to judge. If we are to collaborate, we need to maintain an amicable relationship. In a moment, you will be able to...
Oh no.
What are you... What are you gonna do?
Don't move. Something unwanted has crept into... Oh? Gone as quickly as it came.
Damn.
Did you save me?
If I hadn't cut the connection, Dottore might have caught you from the other side and destroyed you. This was a good idea, but once is plenty. You were exceptionally brave. Excellent work.
Thanks, but now's not the time for that.
Albedo speaking.
I think I know where she is.
What is this endless darkness? I can't see anything, even though my eyes are wide open.
Grinning face with smiling eyes.
What happened?
Ah, sorry about that. I take it you didn't notice. Just now, a friend of yours took a little peek into your mind.
Could it be Nefer? How did she do it? Did she use something as a medium to connect to me?
Do you think she's aware of your current circumstances? Oh dear. Have I stunned you into silence? I only wanted to slow down your time a little so I could stop your intruder in her tracks. It would have been nice to capture the spy. I must say, I'm finding the ability to adjust the flow of time rather intriguing. The moment you closed your eyes, time seemed to grow impossibly viscous, didn't it? A whole month passed before you opened your eyes again, but only for you. No one else was affected. I dare say this is something only a god can achieve.
Point taken. You've proven once again that you have god-tier powers.
Oh, you misunderstand. This wasn't about proving a point. I was testing things out. I find I learn best by doing, and I have to admit, time is not the easiest dimension to control. I only wanted to make you sleep for a short while, but it ended up lasting a whole month. Clearly some finesse is required to wield the authority over time as I wish. I hope you're not angry with me. It was only a month's discrepancy, nothing too serious. Had I been off by a year, a decade, or even a century, that would have been quite a different story.
You could have frozen me for millions of years. So much for collaboration. You aren't showing much sincerity.
Millions of years? To what end? I wonder if you don't understand humans all that well. They are very pragmatic creatures who understand only that which they can perceive with their senses. If I had you sit here for a week, I imagine people might sympathize. But if I left you here for 100, 1,000, or 10,000 years, the sheer size of that number would cause it to lose all meaning to them. They would not have the capacity to comprehend your suffering, and thus they could not empathize. Unfortunately, while gods do exist in Teyvat, it is ordinary humans that account for most of the population. Their lifespans are so limited, their bodies so fragile. Did you ever really hope that they could begin to understand someone like you? Your long life and unique origins make you fundamentally different from them. How long will it be before they start to treat you like the alien you are? Before you are ostracized, outcast?
Alien.
Even I feel bad for you sometimes. This world has made you into a slave. So many times you have served its will, and not once have the powers that be ever thought to grant you the one simple thing you wish for. You have been treated most unfairly. I can change that. I will grant you special privileges, and give you back the status you rightly deserve as a descender.
Interesting.
I've entered the past 3 times at this point, but I still have so many questions. For instance, beyond each point being further back in time than the last, what determines the specific locations at which I can make entry? So far, the common thread linking all 3 scenarios is that the Traveler has been present. But it's more than that. I know I sensed something familiar around her. What was it? I'll keep this question in mind as I carry on.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend nor control.
This looks like Star Sand Shoal. Was this before Rerir regained his physical form?
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go your way.
The cannon. That's right. I was at Silvermoon Hall and I sensed an abnormal Kuvaki fluctuation coming from Nasha Town. And right after that, came an ominous power emanating from Star Sand Shoal.
My body was once torn into countless pieces. and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished.
I wonder if I could try to prevent his resurrection. But how would I do it? What can I do, here and now?
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
No, I won't make it in time. She's using the Kuvaki shield like I taught her. Is she gonna use it to block the cannon's beam? She's strong. I'm sure she can manage. But the force released when the beam impacts the shield might lead to collateral damage. EC Island. The Frost Moon Scions will be exposed to lethal levels of Kuvaki.
A question, if I may. Kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked. Did you also have a hand in that?
Maybe that really was me after all. Well, future me. But I don't know if I have enough power left.
I swear, this feels like Back to the Future type stuff. Never seen that movie, but this is really good though. Not gonna lie.
There's no time. I have to make it.
Not gonna lie, my favorite
Oh, great land. Oh, slumbering moonlight of night.
not gonna lie, if I had to pick one nation that had a good story, it's definitely Narcri's top one. Then it'd be Inazuma and Sumeru. I won't call Amina. I really hope I get her, man. God, man.
Did it work?
Hey, wake up.
I hope you get the character.
I really do.
Columbina, I said wake up now.
Oh, good morning, Sandrone.
It's 3 in the afternoon, actually. And could you kindly not use my quarters as your personal nap room next time?
But I feel so safe here. And your coffee, right? It's so bitter, but it smells lovely.
It's like you were raised by wolves in a forest or something. What did you drink growing up? Grass tea?
The Frost Moon Scions certainly led a more frugal existence than the Fatui.
Then I'll bet you've never eaten one of these before.
It smells delicious.
That's because it's a Fontanian recipe. I had a little free time today, so I made a batch. Rosaline will be here shortly, but if you really can't wait, I guess you can go ahead and... Hey, at least let me finish before you start eating! Did the Frost Moon Scions not teach you basic table manners? Or did the rules not apply to you because you're the high and mighty moon goddess?
These are so tasty.
Of course they are. I made them.
I was worried they might contain traces of machine oil.
What? You know, there's something I've always wanted to ask you. Why did you leave your old home and join the Fatui? I mean, I'm sure their food was awful. But there's gotta be more to it than that.
Well, life there didn't go quite how I imagined.
What were you expecting? You're a god. Your followers are gonna make some demands of you, right? Surely you can just answer a few prayers here and there in return for the free food and drink. How bad can it be?
Well, would you help other people just for free food and drink?
Hmm?
The doctor told me that you were created by a great mechanic, Lord something Fisher.
The Lord Artificer. Ugh, some people can't keep their mouths shut.
Oh, Lord Artificer. And didn't he have something to do with the, narcissist?
Narcissenkreuz Ordo.
Yes, that was it. Narcissenkreuz Ordo. So, would you try to fulfill their wishes?
You must be joking. I wouldn't go even if they paid me. I don't even know them.
Exactly. Well, I felt the same way. I did not know the people who made demands of me.
Huh. What do you know? We're on the same page for once. In his later years, Alan did ask me if there was anything I wanted to do. If I had any wishes of my own. Well, I don't. And I'm not in any mood to fulfill someone else's either.
Who's Alain?
He was the... You know what? Never mind. You're not gonna remember. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, neither of us is the self-sacrificing type. Let me ask you this. What sort of place would you like to live in?
Tea party.
Tea party, yep.
A place where people don't ask me for things I cannot give them. Where they don't worship me, or fear me, but just want to chat with me like a normal person. I'd also like the freedom to come and go as I please. And ideally, it would be somewhere with the smell of coffee and snacks.
Not to burst your bubble, but no such place exists in the world. Now, take your snacks and scram.
Did I pass
They're having a cuppa.
Yeah, that was one of her memories, but yeah.
I dreamed of events from my past. Sandrone. Traveler. I miss you all so much. Back there. I guess I managed to harness all the Kuvaki energy on Hisi Island. But how did I do it? Time is flowing backwards here, and I can use that familiar power to enter the world of the past. That mystery ally everyone talked about. It was me all along.
That's crazy to think about.
I can sense that there isn't much more power remaining up ahead. What lies at the end of all of this?
Kidnap asterisk.
You want to kidnap Colomina? Oh god.
Will I ever
Oh
find
gosh, you
my
want to
way
kidnap the moon goddess? Oh boy. Oh boy. I bet Benny remembers how my internet used to look. When it used to be red, Ben, do you remember how bad that used to be? God, I remember how bad that used to be with...
I'm no match for the abyss in this state. I need to avoid the contaminated fragments. Time to go. I wonder where I'll find myself this time. The Final Night Cemetery. This is where Flint's is based.
Or not? How are we supposed to read through this many files?
Difficult, yes, but it is also our most efficient option.
Seems like they're searching for information. Oh, I remember. Flintz and Varga talked about some files on the Wild Hunt. Was this my doing too?
To expose the true intentions of this Rarir, we need to dive into Notcry's history.
Are my actions changing the past? Or are they simply completing a process? Is all of this inevitable? Or am I the one making these decisions? If I choose not to help them now, will it change how things turn out?
Hope we don't land on our heads then.
They're my friends. I can't not help them.
Ghost!
And the other one was... here.
Hey! Another file's moving!
I remember that, but that's cool though to see the actual... It was the mystery outsourced. It was all Colomina all along. That's crazy to think about. If you played this update when it first came out, with part 1, part 2, and all that stuff, that's pretty cool. I would never thought of that.
Luanatar? You can sense my presence? Wait! Luanatar. So she's that familiar presence I've been sensing all along. She's always been by the Traveler's side. That explains why the Traveler has been there each time I've entered the past. But why Luanatar? Is it because she has a connection to me as the Moon Goddess's familiar? If so, why not any other Kuhenki? That's... I cannot sense any power up ahead. Just a void, stretching out into infinity. This is likely my final chance to enter the past. It's now or never. I have to find a way back. Hisi Island? How far back in time is this? Where's Luanatar? I can't sense her presence this time.
Seeing Enefa and Aino reunited like that sure was heartwarming.
Traveler, Paimon. No, stay calm. I don't have much power left to change things. I don't even have that much time left here. Think, Columbina. How do I find a way back? A way back... to where? Do I go back to Moon Prayer Night? Or to the future that followed? And if I return in my current state, what will become of me then? Dottoro's actions that day proved that he'd been planning that for a long time. He had already seized the power of 2 Moon Marrows before capturing me. Even if I managed to get back, how can I fight against him when he wields the Tri-Lune Authority? I can't. If I go back like this, I'll be playing right into his hands. I have to find some way of rivaling the power he has usurped. Wait. Time flowing backwards. The Tri-Lune Authority. Does that mean... I think I know what the final destination of this lunar reflection might be. I know what I must do.
Speaking of homes, we must already be close to where the Frost Moon Scions live. The vibe here feels different, just like the scenery.
But how do I communicate my plan to my friends? Should I write it down here? No. Someone else will see it. I need something with a close connection to me. Something I can use as a medium to tell them what's happened to me in here. Now it makes sense.
Hey, what was that? Felt like some sort of breeze blew by, and then the petals suddenly turned into... Huh?
It was I who brought Luanatar into being.
Huh, that's
I
cool.
gave up a piece of my own soul to create her. That's why I could sense a familiar power from the moment I entered this space. It also explains why she's been present in every past location that I've entered. Because we have a deep connection.
Hey there! What's your name?
And the reason why there are no more gates to the past after this point is that Luanatar hadn't been born then. No wonder I sensed the trace of a blessing when we first met. But I still didn't recognize the soul hidden within you. Back then, I was just a little lost dove. I had yet to become Columbina Hyposelenia.
Go on now. We've got stuff to do. Best you find someone else to hang out with.
Hey, you scared it off.
I'll be counting on you. Remember to stay by the traveler's side. Guide her. And help her in my stead. Oh, and bring her to the garden where the moon prayer blossoms grow. There's a little lost dove there who will need her help.
That's crazy that all comes full circle. This reminds me a little bit of Jack and Daxter story. I bet nobody probably never played Jack. Like Jack and Daxter, Jack 2 and Jack 3.
You too.
That's so cool though.
Go and live your story. As for mine must go in a different direction.
Wait, what? That's it?
How would you like to experience the thrill of never being held accountable for your actions? You could crush people like ants without consequence, or tear off their heads or limbs as you please. Believe me, such a life is but one small step away.
What point is he trying to make? Freedom? But the freedom to kill? To do evil and get away with it? Why would you offer me that?
The creation of a world is the ultimate scientific experiment. I have taken my research to the highest level, where I shall be not just a god, but also a servant to many sacred spirits. I shall heed the truth and perform holy deeds. A god's laboratory is the perfect playground, but it needs the right occupant to explore its full potential. Mortals are found everywhere one looks. Not so with Descenders. I'd prefer my first guest
You try to kidnap my moon princess, I will kidnap you, expressionless face.
Damn, Benny, it took you that long to read
I'm
that.
gonna kidnap the doctor.
you want to kidnap the doctor? Oh God.
Could I really bring myself to kill others for my own benefit? Rare did. And look where it got him.
Have you made up your mind?
I can't do it. Your playground is no place for me. You're putting your hopes in the wrong person. But we both
Don't
know
worry
I'm
about
not
it,
quite
Harper.
the hero you say I am either.
Maya, by the way, is just role-playing Vandy. Just don't take it too seriously.
And they aren't all selfless.
You've grown a lot since we last met, but there are still things you are unwilling to compromise on. This will only...
Hell yeah, I am HES going on my list.
Hey, Jimmy, go on my what?
Gesture of goodwill. I'll give you a little time to learn to be a less noble soul. That'll make things much easier for you.
I really doubt I could live that sort of life.
And yet,
the way he walks, oh my God.
She wants the doctor.
You can read the signs of
oh boy.
Times. Why don't we return to my research facility? Your last visit was so rushed. There is much that I have yet to show you. Now to that question,
Heroes don't attack from behind. Guess I'm no hero.
This is most disappointing.
Bro, that's sick.
And if I do? You can't stop me. Interesting.
Damn. What's this?
Sheltering.
You don't know that?
Again?
Dude, doctor does not know that's oh wait, everybody forgot his real identity. I forgot about that.
You're still gonna call me Hack Guy after that, huh? I didn't see anyone else in there who needed saving.
Good boy, Niko. Someone's remembers.
What?
It's nothing.
I know it's been a while since I did Samaro's story, but I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, oh wait, that is right. In Samaro, he made everybody forget who his real identity is. It's just odd to me now. It's just weird to me to hear him say that. It would have been more funny if he said, wait, I know who you are. That would have been the funniest
Distracting
thing.
Tori was tough. I won't lie. He's not gonna fall for the same trick twice. That was my one shot. I'd hoped to use it to take him out. Ugh. I never wanted to obliterate someone more than I do right now. Tori doesn't recognize me, but his segments were originally made based on an analysis of my operational principles. I expect it's only a matter of time before he figures out what I am.
So Dottore doesn't recognize Wanderer because he deleted himself from Irminsul. Did he
Oh,
really
thanks,
lose
Traveler.
his
It
only
reminded
chance
me.
for revenge by saving me?
Why the long face? Hey, I'm not blaming you, okay? And I'm not complaining either. Rescuing you and killing Dottore are equally important goals. everyone would be pretty stuck without
You
you.
can even say the word kill half
best
the
to
time
live
instead of media
to fight
now.
another day.
How are you holding up? Are you alright? Hat Guy said to put safety first, so we agreed to run as far away as we could after leaving the energy field, and only meet up once it was safe.
You don't look injured. It seems that Dottore didn't do anything to you.
Alright. Rescue operation complete. Let's head back. There's a lot more work to be done before this is over.
True Moon, oh boy. Damn, this was good. Damn.
Understood. I will bear the Tsaritsa's decree in mind. I don't see what's so awesome about it, though. Does he really think everyone else is as immature as him? I'm not stooping to Tartaglia's level.
I thought you might say that. How's your progress?
Quite promising, actually. That alchemist Albedo gave me a few ideas.
Interesting story.
Remember how I asked you
I
to look up some
agree,
files
Harper,
for me?
I agree.
That stuff on the
It's
Gnostics
definitely
and
my
Quartz
favorite one of all time.
Rene de Petrichor and Jakob Ingold. Alain Guillotin despised Rene's theories of
Indeed.
methods, but he never managed to come up with better alternatives either. So I adopted some of Rene's ideas.
I thought Alain was like a father to you. He and Rene were mortal enemies, were they not?
And what would you say if Lenny and his friends one day learned something useful from someone you utterly detested?
I would applaud them for it. That would mean that they have surpassed me.
For all we know, Alain Guillotin might have thought the same thing. Not that it matters, though. He's dead, and I'm alive. So it's my call to make. Once you die, it doesn't matter how great you were in life. Only the living get to decide what happens next.
Hey, come on out. They're back.
Huh? You're back? And your head's still screwed on? And you still have all your limbs?
What does it look like? Way to keep your composure, madam.
Excuse you. I am perfectly composed.
Glad you're okay. Yes, it's a huge relief.
Worry? Oh, yeah, right. You think we, the Fatui, were worried about you?
We were worried sick.
Hey!
The Traveler and I were already friends. You are free to join this mission in whatever capacity you
Good one,
please.
Father.
Much like your tea
Oh, a
parties.
tea is a trip.
It's a laugh a minute with you guys.
I must say, I was quite surprised when Mr. Albedo told me he would need no additional aid.
We discussed this on our way back as well. I am rarely so unequivocal, but in this case, we had full confidence in Hat Guy.
He said he knew what he was doing. Albedo and I pretty much had to just wait outside on standby.
Father.
Meanwhile, Hat Guy broke into the energy field and rescued the traveler solo.
Benny explain why
You didn't have to
Alatinho is
mention
named
that.
Father.
Well, I'm thoroughly impressed. You are a force to be reckoned with, Hat Guy.
Is she back? Is she really back?
There's Paimon.
Papa.
It's really you!
Aww. Oh, that's so cute.
Paimon missed you so much!
You can finally breathe easy, Paimon.
That reminds me of my little buddy in a way when she does that.
Back in one piece.
When she misses me. No lie, she does do that. What the flip, man? She does sound like Paimon.
Look at them. You know, once
Be
you
funny
reach
if she
my
watches this
age,
stream when she
there's
gets older,
nothing
though. That'd be
better than
crazy.
watching a misty-eyed reunion between friends.
It's nothing. Same goes when you get to my age, too. I bet Ino and Anefa would be tearing up as well if they were here.
Varka, I'm not sure Anefa can cry.
Oh, yeah, good point. Hey, your eyes are looking a little red and puffy. Come here, let's hug it out.
What? Ew, no! No, thank you. You're not my dad, okay? Knock it off!
Everyone, I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. But the silver lining is, I didn't come away from this ordeal empty-handed. While I was being held captive, I learned a lot about Dottoro's current capabilities and what he plans to do with them. Allow me to explain.
The three moon goddesses were even more powerful than we imagined. No wonder Dottore believes himself to
Me
be
and Niko lol.
gods. Maybe even superior.
Utter
In what?
blasphemy.
What do you mean by that? With Paimon and you and me?
While everyone was gone, my friend and I made an
you're
interesting discovery.
more like
And I
Wanderer, if
believe
you
Miss
know what I mean.
Sandrone has something to share too. Ma'am, perhaps you could do the honors?
Called it. Getting rid of a pesky troublemaker like her is like trying to clean up after a crumbly cake. It always...
No Varaka and Johada.
Oh yeah. Wait,
Our
so
next
am I
step is to
Baraka
find a
or
way to
you're
bring her
Johada?
back.
So which one's which?
A
Now you
place
got me
where time
curious.
flows backwards,
I didn't
with
know
no
that's what you
destination
meant.
in sight. Surely it must have been created for a specific purpose. But I fear the answers are buried deep into Vat's history, held by great powers beyond our reach.
It sounds like she's on a specific path through time, just traveling in the opposite direction to us. The question is, where does that path lead? Or will it keep going to
I
infinity?
am Jada.
So
We
I'm
considered
the
that question as well. Strictly speaking, time is not
so I'm
infinite.
Baka.
Indeed
Oh
not.
boy. Oh
Every road
boy.
has an end.
Oh boy.
You
Well,
sure
you did say I was
wasn't wildly
Guru.
sneaking in
You did say I'm
mid-conversation.
some kind of leader.
I do, in fact. It's
And I do
something I've
see it,
always done
even
at our
though probably
mage's tea
don't many
parties.
people see that at
Quiet,
church, by the way, but still.
mysterious, and persuasive. You wonder what lies at the end of her road. Well, just as the world has a beginning and an end, so too does time. And so, the end of the road is the moment that Tevat was born. But where Miss Columbina will end up along this road, that depends on where this particular river of reverse time began.
What about the original moons and the moon goddesses? Do they have a beginning too?
Fuck what your church people say.
In the beginning, no moons adorned the sky. It was the Dragon
God,
King
damn it.
Nibelung who
Yeah, I
raised the
agree
three
with you on
moons
that
into
one,
the
though. Like,
heavens.
I just
And
feel
thus
like
were the moon goddesses
I love going to
born.
church. It's just
They were shadows of the
I
planet,
just don't like when
born to
people use
wield
that
Nibelung's
excuse of certain
authority
things.
and oversee the world
It's
on
just
his
like, yeah,
behalf.
cool.
They were extensions of his will, manifestations of his majesty. But then one day, they disappeared just as suddenly as they had once been brought into being. Nobody knew where they had gone.
Well, I'll be honest, if they don't see that, that's totally fine with me because I'll just show it to them.
I'll be right back. I feel a bit strange.
Well, sorry,
Like I thought.
Harper. Sorry about that.
No more paths
But
back to
alright.
reality have emerged since. But how can I be sure that I'm going the right way without scenes from reality to keep me on track? I can't even be sure of how long I've been walking for. The further I travel, the less stable this space becomes. There are even moments where I can sense something that feels like abyssal energy. They can just materialize out of thin air. I have to keep my wits about me.
And now where I go?
Is that the Rayhir of Solnari? I can't believe he survived. How did he do it?
Oh wow, it's him.
You are the moon goddess. But how? Please, there's no need.
If they can't accept you, they can get strike from Godid.
Interested
True.
in fighting anymore.
That's so true.
I find that a little difficult to believe.
Some of them do accept me, like a lot of them do.
Yeah. Honestly, so do I. The way
But I
you
agree
used
with you
my
on that
own
one, bro.
power against me was... It was a brilliant strategy. And then, in the final moment before I was thrown into this space, I got to see an old friend.
Mr. Dainsleif.
Right. It was so long ago now. But we were friends once. And when I first got here, I was filled with hatred
Hope you go to hell.
and rage.
Who, him?
How I cursed
Agree.
and devoured. I tore everything here apart.
Sorry for talking about religion.
Consumed by the desire
Again,
to
people,
leave
I'm
this
sorry about that.
and have my vengeance.
It's just like I said with Bendy in a private call about what my dad said. He really kind of triggered me.
It's a place with no
That's all.
exit.
And it's like,
This is the second
everyone
time I've
curses. Everyone has their ways.
I have no memory of the
You can't stop somebody from cursing. If they choose to curse, they choose it.
Survived.
If they choose to be themselves, they choose to be themselves. You just gotta respect it. No more saying whatever.
Chad, don't worry, it's like it never binding curse with us. Chad, don't worry, it's like it never binding curse with us.
True. For me, I love cursing because I express my own feelings than holding them. Because at church, it's like I could show them what I am and all that, but why do that? It's not like they would listen. Sometimes they would, and then sometimes I feel like
You rejected it?
Yes.
other ways.
Because after
But
that, the world
sometimes I have fun at church, and then other times there's some days I just like, what?
The voices in
Certain
my head,
things that they talk about, I'm like, what?
gone.
And I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
I
So
saw her.
that's why I say it's an up and down thing.
Lindis. My
And I do not force religion on anybody at all.
lover.
I don't.
Never mentioned that she
Because
saw a memory
I
of
rather
Belinda's
this is what I believe. I rather let everybody respect what they believe in, and respect who they are, and respect whatever they say. Yes, if somebody say something mean, you can criticize them, but you still must love them who they are, and show them that you love and care about them as a friend, as a family member, as someone they can care about, that they can go to and talk to. That's what I believe, and I've seen it so many times. Best example, Bandy. He knows so much about the Bible and everything, but yet he doesn't believe it. Believe in God. But yet he does so much that a real Christian person, to me, he feels like a real Christian than an actual Christian. And that's a fact to me. I may be wrong, but I've seen it so many times.
Do you mean
So, there you go.
Dottore?
Dottore. So that's what he's called. He'd been collecting fragments of my body for a long time. All so that he could resurrect me at the moment of his choosing. I had no interest in his research. But being as corroded by the abyss as I was, we were aligned as far as hunting the moons and recovering my strength were concerned.
So that's why the Wild Hunt suddenly became so active in Nodcry. When I left the Fatui in my weakened state, Dottore must have felt that his time had come.
Moon Goddess, could I ask a favor of you?
What?
I know this is a lot to ask, especially from someone who tried to kill you. If you refuse,
It feel like slavery.
this is the only thing I desire now.
To be honest,
Nothing else matters.
I agree with you.
What do you want?
I'd like you to take a message to Thelindis for me.
Thelindis? But...
Yes, she's dead. But like I said, I saw her after image. I can sense that some part of her soul remains here. Far, far ahead.
Why don't you go and speak to her yourself?
I can't. I don't know why, but I can't move freely in this space as you can. All I can see is a glimpse of her, walking away. Just like the moment when I last saw her in life. In return, I will clear these abyssal obstacles for you. No, not in return. I'll clear them for you. Whether you want to help me or not. It feels like something I ought to do.
It's kind of weird seeing him help. I mean, good God, he wanted to kill him.
Why, indeed.
And he did so many things wrong, but
I've
now
been
it's
asking myself that question a lot recently.
pretty crazy.
Why did I do the things I did? I'm tired of it all. Tired of the person I became. People used me. And then I turned around and started using others.
So many people had that. So many people I wish could have that reality check like that.
Tired of it long ago.
I really wish they had the same feeling he had right there. God, it would change this world so much.
How I ended up here.
What do you wish to tell her?
All of it. My past. My mistakes. Everything that happened after we were separated.
Is it okay if I give her the abridged version?
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty you can skip over. Just tell her the important parts. Whatever you think that means.
Like the part where you relentlessly tried to kill us?
It's up to you. Love demands honesty. But my relationship
that is so
with
true.
Felindus was built
That is so
on
true.
lies.
Love does
We
need
hid too much from
honesty.
each other.
You got to be
But
honest
after living my whole life in the shadows,
with someone you love and a friend, and how you feel all the time.
I will do my best.
There. The abyss will no longer stand in your way.
Even though Mr. Dainsliff felt he had to fight you, I think he still regarded you as a friend.
Dane?
He said that you betrayed him, but he also felt great remorse at never having understood what
Dominicano, I thought you were going to enjoy the story, but you are not enjoying the story, you're feeling the story.
Tell me this.
The fuck?
Because
Bendy, what the fuck, dude? I am enjoying the story. This is how I do any media.
That's what he would have said.
This is how I enjoy stories.
Thank you.
What the fuck, Bendy?
It means a lot.
Dude, what the fuck?
Strange coming from me, but
now you're making that kind of hurt.
Moon Goddess.
Dude, what the fuck?
I can tell that you're determined to get out of here.
No, I mean you're feeling the story.
Oh, I thought you meant something.
I'm back.
I thought you meant something else. I'm so sorry, Ben. I'm sorry. I thought you meant something else. My mistake. And welcome back, Harper. But yeah, I do feel for the story. Like, that's how I am. If a story makes me feel it, then you know it's a truly good story. Especially for me. If I feel it and I can say stuff that I wish could happen in real life, or some people that need it. What the fuck? What the fuck? Bendy, I think I broke the game there. You saw that, right?
She wasn't far off at all. And yet, they can never meet. Hello, Miss Felindus.
Who are you? How do you know my name? I've never seen anyone else here before.
You can call me Columbina. I promised Rerir that I'd bring a message to you.
Rerir? My Rerir? Is he well?
He's doing better than he was.
Better than he was, huh? Sounds like he's had a pretty rough time.
Others have had a rough time on his account too. In many cases, their time ran out because of him. And I'm not just talking about the children of the Crimson Moon.
But anyway, sorry about that, Bendy. I take that
So,
back, by the way. Sorry about
things
that.
got worse
But
before they
yeah,
got
I do
better.
feel for this story. Like, it
Could you tell me
really is
what happened
resonating
to
with
Miss
me a lot.
Columbina?
I'm happy I'm playing through this for one.
Are
Going
you
through it.
sure you wish to know?
I'll see why you and my girlfriend like it a
This
lot.
is
It's
my
really good.
opportunity to learn the truth. No matter how hard it is to hear, I have to know.
I admire your courage. However, time is short. I cannot stay here for long. Ryrir had seeds of hatred in his heart, and many people nursed them for their own ends. On some level, everything he did was to try and find a way to see you again. But in the end, he came to regret his mistakes.
I panic. I'm sorry, I was using voice translation.
Beyond that,
It's alright, Bendy. I'm
did not
sorry I
say
took that the wrong
specifically
way,
what
by
it
the way.
was he wished to
I
convey
am
to you.
sorry.
But I'm sure that you've
Really, I
always
am.
been on his mind. You are what has kept him going over all these years.
I'm sorry, Miss Columbina. This is so upsetting. I'm not sure how to put my feelings into words.
It's alright. I understand. Well, that's everything from me. So, I guess I'll be...
Wait. One moment.
Hmm?
Time flows backwards here. The road ahead only leads further and further into the past.
I know. I intend to reach the end of that road.
It's autocorrect fault, not yours.
No, okay then, Bendy. Okay.
You won't make it far.
But still, man,
Wait,
I didn't mean that what I said. It's just all when you two say that. But I get it, man.
You could say that.
I see. I often think to myself, if life is like a train ride, why haven't I reached the terminus? Where am I even going?
Damn, that's so
And
true.
it's not just me. It's this
Not gonna lie, that's
whole
so true.
place. Wherever it is, it seems like it's existed forever. It's such a mystery. Where is it going? I must seem so ridiculous. I can't answer these basic questions, and yet I jumped right in here without hesitating, only to be torn apart the moment I entered by powerful energy currents. Only my soul remains now. Thinking back, I was suddenly overcome with fear and terror in that moment. Perhaps I too became bewitched by the abyss. I may have been the leverage it needed to control Rayrir. I used to be a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum in Conria, researching the iridescent moon's marrow. Eventually, I came to the conclusion that time in here flows in reverse. Rayrir was one of the Finster King's retainers. With me, he was in an impossible position.
My question is, how did she open that portal?
I wanted to help him
Good
escape his
question.
lot in life.
How did she open
I
it?
wanted him to be happy, so I thought I'd use this place to return to the past. At the time, I thought I could just go back to the day that the Finster King first found the prince. It was only after meeting the prince that the Finster King started going too far with his research into the abyss. That was the day all of our woes began. I thought I could stop the king from ever meeting him and solve everything.
I couldn't kill the Finster King himself, so I had to find another way to save Rayrir. That's why I wanted to go back, to kill the person who had brought new possibilities to our realm.
I'm sure it was a futile endeavor, but the abyss probably enhances the basest human desires. so I naively hoped I could change everything. But I was simply too weak. Like a speck of dust against the whole universe. Look at me. I didn't even survive the journey here. Not physically, at least. I know I'm never getting out of here. But you're different. You can make it, and I want to help you. I owe you that much.
How do you plan to help me?
Have you noticed the golden energy that exists here? Based on my past research and my observations since coming here, I believe they carry you forward faster. I can share what I've learned and help you understand the pattern in which this energy appears. I think you just might... Now, I know you will be able to change the past. Also, I've been speculating about where this phase ends. The documentation was scanned, but from what I know of the legends about the moons, the oldest ones seem to begin with Nibelung, king of dragonkind. I have no way of verifying any of it by this point, but if it's true, you might be able to reach that era if you keep walking.
Understood. Thank you, Miss Delindis.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. If you hadn't entered this realm of everlasting death, what use would my deductions be? Thanks to you, they have some meaning. About Rayrir, I'm so sorry. For everything.
It wasn't your fault.
That's not true. Because we both feared bringing trouble upon each other, neither of us ever told the truth. And that dishonesty sealed our fates. But enough about that. I wish you a safe journey, Miss Columbina. And maybe
Interesting.
I'll never have to experience pain like this again.
Damn.
Rayrir, you're there, aren't you? I cannot see you, because you exist in the future. I expect we'll be trapped in this prison of space-time for all eternity.
Dude, that's messed up.
But please, gaze upon the past, and then sit for a while. Let's find a place to sit down together, just like we did when we first met.
Bro! Bro! Okay, that pulled my heart. That kind of pulled my heart a bit. Because now the situation, just that part there, them two, far apart, but yet still in love. It reminds me of me and my girlfriend. God, I just love my heart. Because that's how I feel sometimes. What the fuck?
Everything's getting blurry.
God. Woo! Woo! I was not ready for that one.
Genshin loves tears.
Are you alright, little sister? Have you
Like Murray
come from a
said,
distant
Genshin
future?
loves tears. It does. It really does. I'm not gonna lie, that part with Remier and his lover, it reminds me of me and my girlfriend. You know what I mean by that, right, Bendy? Not the argument or just the, you know.
Creations like moons?
That hit
The
hard.
world is a vast and ancient
Just
place.
because of
On a certain
that
scale,
hit me hard.
Life lasts for but a fleeting moment.
Whew.
Miss Nicole
Whew.
explained that the moon goddesses likely perished
I
in the war
tell
of
my girlfriend,
Ginra
oh,
the Flame.
Mandy, if you ever
The
have a
moons
chance, make sure
themselves
you,
were also destroyed at that time.
if you can take a part of this
Save
stream and
for
send
the
her that
frost
part
moon,
specifically, I
from which
really
a
want her to
new
hear
moon
that part I
goddess
just
was
said.
later born.
That broke my heart, just seeing
Yeah.
that.
Am I missing something then? 'Cause the stories say that the moon goddesses were born on the moon, but doesn't Columbina say she was born in Nodcry?
Huh. You're right.
Why do their birthplaces differ? What's the difference between the two generations of moon goddesses?
Also, remember what Sandrone said? Her scans detected 4 moons. In other words, 4 moon marrows.
Technically, the result of the scan means that 4 moon marrows were detected and positively identified as moons in that moment. In other words, this piece of information alone isn't enough for us to know how Miss
I don't know what part
Columbina
made
is
you
doing
cry
right
yet,
now.
but that part got me the most.
We have no way of staying up to date on whether she's dead or alive. She's on her own for now.
But at least she's trying her best to get back to us.
Yeah. She's a tough cookie. And a sore loser, too.
Jeez,
we have
girl.
to trust that she'll find a way. Because we really need her power. As much as it pains me to say it, we've got no chance of beating Dottore in a straight-up fight. He's much too powerful. It wouldn't even be close. That maniac is going to devour everything in his path until he reaches us. We need to find someone or something that can stop him before he does anything worse. I'll be frank.
You will see.
All right.
God is with a real moon goddess on our side. I'm not just saying this because Columbina's a friend and I want her back safe and sound. It's just the truth. And I know that even she was no match for him when he attacked.
For some reason I don't really feel emotional to it, but it seems like a good story.
I'm not giving up on saving her. Whether she can defeat Dottore or not.
Right.
I agree.
worry,
It's a
Miss
good story,
Sandra.
Harper, but I
We're
understand what you
all
mean by that,
aligned
Harper.
on
I
saving
understand.
Columbina.
No one's trying to argue that we can only justify saving our friend because it will help save the world. This is about multitasking. We want to save both.
So, she's more than just a moon goddess to you guys.
Absolutely.
Duh! She's part of the gang! And you are too, you know.
Yes, I know. You don't need to labor the point. I knew that the moment I came running over with my documents that I was part of the in-group. I mean, if Arlecchino can fit in, I certainly can. Anyway, as for how we get Columbina back, I've been working on it constantly. But I think I'm still lacking certain information about the moon. I'd probably get there if I could continue my calculations, but the problem is, I've run out of computing power.
Computing power? You mean you need more energy?
No, the issue isn't energy, it's processing power. There's so much data to get through that the whole process has just ground to a halt.
That's a tricky problem.
René de Petrichor of the Nazissenkreuz Ordo once foretold the fate of the world. But I don't know how he did it. My guess is that he used the primordial sea's power. However, that won't work for me. His methodology was vastly different from my own. What's worse, they're incompatible. And, to top it all off, we can't even leave Nodcry. Ugh, this is so annoying. If I'd known we'd run into a bottleneck like this... Well, no, the design bureau's a bust as well. Curse that Dottore! Couldn't have made this harder for me if he tried.
Oh, what do we do then? How about we grab a bite to eat and take a break? Maybe something will come to mind after you've cleared your head.
You don't get it, do you? I'm trying to calculate the fate of an entire world here. And I need accurate results, not big prophecies. Where the heck am I gonna find the computing power for that? Ahem. Anyway, time to shelve the discussion on technical difficulties. Being a killjoy isn't very ladylike, after all.
That's so true.
We've done what we can. Rest well, everyone. Remember to let us know if anything new comes up.
Hawkeye? Is he hinting that we should talk outside?
Let's go somewhere a little more private.
Alright, I ain't even have time to move the controller at all. I'm gonna
You
let
know
this
that
go.
Dory went back to Sumeru, right?
Yeah. She mentioned she was planning to head back.
Things aren't looking good for Nodcry. She's gone to spread the word so that Sumeru has a chance to prepare for the worst. From what I know of Dottore, there are two possible reasons why he hasn't made a move yet. One is that he's still working through some kinks in his new powers. The other is, he wants to see how we're going to react. He'll easily devour everything eventually, so I guess he's in no rush to make it happen. The first false god he made was me. Now it's his turn. Even though my records were erased from Irminsul, Dottore's ideas haven't changed one bit. He once told me that becoming a god was like turning yourself into a hungry wolf or giant serpent to devour the moon. Clearly, he began studying the moon goddess's powers long before he even tried making a god. He's always wanted to get his greedy hands on divine authority one way or another. And in the end, he devoured the moon where I failed. In the desert of Sumeru, there is a chessboard built by King Deshret, also known as Al-Ahmar. I don't know if it was a real game, or if he was just trying to challenge his servants and citizens in some way. But creating games and setting rules, gods do that as a matter of course. That's the kind of power Dottore craves. Now he has the Trilunar Authority. His power is leagues beyond the common people. I don't think there's any point in other nations rushing to the front line. They're better off focusing on defense and hoping they can fend off any threats that spill out from Nodcry. Either way, Dori will inform Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she will contact the other gods in turn. The Seven will have some recourse available. If nothing else, their protection should keep the rest of the world from descending into chaos as quickly as Nodcry has. So on the bright side, even if Nodcry is doomed, your friends in other nations won't be in any immediate peril.
That's good to know. But I'm not ready to give up on Nodcry yet.
There's a word for people who refuse to let anything go. It's called being greedy.
Maybe it sounds greedy to you, and probably naive too. But whatever you call it, that's what gives me the determination to keep fighting. Battles are fleeting, but the will to fight is a long-term commitment. Give up for even a moment, and your resolve will shatter.
Why do you always feel the need to do the right thing? No one is born to be a savior. I mean, who's gonna
that one,
criticize you if you
I
fail
agree.
or give up?
Don't take this the wrong way,
That is
but
true. Not everybody can be a
Dottore said something
savior,
similar to
but
me.
we
I
all
guess
have
the
to make the
Fatui
right
attracts
choice
people
at
who
some
don't
point
believe
in
in
our
saviors.
life.
Not necessarily.
That is true.
It's less about belief for me. I just want to know how determined you really are. After
You
all,
think about this, Bendy? I feel like
don't
this would be
owe
me and
anything
you
to
one day
anyone
when we
else
have a
here.
conversation about
Only you.
something. I feel like
You
this
look
would be
kinda
us
worried.
one day. We had that one
If you're
conversation
We
about.
already have 6 gods helping, why not judge Celestia already?
True, Bendy, true.
That's true.
True.
Dottore is about to become an omniscient, omnipotent deity. That's gotta be a bitter pill to swallow. Still, you're calmer than I expected.
Obviously. I have to admit that my past self was a reckless fool who misunderstood not only the point of revenge, but how to achieve it. And as much as I want my vengeance, I know I'm not gonna get it by acting alone. If the world's taught me anything, it's to think before I act. Too bad it never taught me any other virtues, though. So, I am going to destroy Dottore, no matter what it takes.
So, what's your plan?
I'll get to that. First, tell me, what do you think of Sandrone?
Just like Paimon said, she's a friend, part of the gang.
How much do you trust her? This is a serious question.
Interesting.
Think carefully before you answer.
Although she's with the Fatui, she has her own values, and she's helped us a lot. If nothing else, she's clearly going the extra mile for Columbina. I see no reason not to trust her.
If you say so. In that case, the three of us need to talk. I have some thoughts about her computing problem. It can be solved, but it will come with a cost.
How much? If I can afford it, I'll cover it.
Sometimes your heroism really backs me into a corner. You know that? Come on, let's go talk to her.
Damn.
Yeah, Niko with his Mora.
Yeah. What? What? What about my Mora? What you mean by my Mora?
Don't have a wish?
Nope.
Miss Androne, Traveler.
Not yet. I'm still doing the story. I have to log out to get the, you know.
Paimon's here too. She was just helping them sort through their things. How did your chat go?
That was fast. The call only just ended.
Well, you said it was urgent, so we got here as quickly as we could.
Albedo, I have some alchemy questions for you.
I see. Looks like my knowledge proved useful after all. If I might ask, what is the end goal for the modified formula you'll be using?
I needed to predict the future of the entire world. But I've run into some teething issues since trying to implement Renee's theory of the 4 Orthants.
I see. I'll have a look at it. Still, computing power is the real issue here. How do you plan to solve it?
Niko,
Yeah?
It's been sorted.
have you seen Bendy?
With the Traveler's help?
He's here. Why?
Actually, you're not wrong. She found the person with the solution.
Was it Hat Guy?
Yeah, it was him.
Oh,
Go, Hat Guy! Seems like all
cause he mute in Discord.
big time.
But where
Well,
is he? Wasn't
I don't
he
know
the
what
one who
he's
asked
done that
Albedo
for.
why
He
to
knows
come
I'm doing
here?
the story. He just don't want to be, you know, I was just like, he don't want to, don't want to stir me while I'm doing the story. He just helping me, not stir me, help me through the,
Hat Guy?
God darn it.
What's happened to him?
Hat Guy, can you hear us?
What the heck is he doing, meditating?
No response. I guess he's in hibernation.
Hat Guy mentioned that he was a puppet. It seems that his functions are currently shut down.
And I was left with Daniel while he talked at his GF face with rolling eyes.
Nice. But, I mean, it can't help that. That's how it is.
What? You have a solution?
Would you calm down? Why do you always react so hysterically to everything?
Excuse me? How would you know? You shouldn't be so quick to judge complete strangers. It's very bad manners.
Oh, please. It doesn't take that long to figure out that you have a temper.
Where does a mere student get that kind of confidence?
I felt jealous, but not because I like him, but because he got a GF and I can't get anyone.
You'll find someone eventually, Artie. My daughter, you'll find someone.
Huh?
Just be patient.
Serious?
Look how long it took me to get Murray.
See? This is why I can't be bothered to explain myself. She recognizes no one's skills but her own.
Okay, fine.
But it hurts still.
It's it may hurt.
How do you propose to solve
just
my
be
computing
patient.
power problem?
Just be friends with someone until you get to know them better. And then once you know who they
I'm
are,
not going to question it.
If it's the world's future you're trying to
Chewing
calculate,
down hard.
you need a processing device that's designed to cope with that volume.
Easier said than done. Only Irminsul can handle that kind of...
Yeah, and I wanna get with you know who, but you know why I can't.
Wait, what
plug
the
my
fuck?
formula directly into the lake
Rephrase that! Bendy, where the fuck are
You
you?
should be able to tell that
Bendy,
I'm not human, right?
Bendy, where the fuck are you right now?
Yeah, I noticed.
Please rephrase that.
The technology, though,
God.
seems pretty ancient. Very different from Fontaine's. It's a completely different system.
Conrian, to be precise. I'm what they would have called a puppet.
Not like that.
I'm just saying.
Processing power. The artisans who built them
I know,
sought out
it's
the
still with
materials
the
most
AI
suited for
fan.
that purpose.
God. That was almost
You. Do you mean...
The Traveler and I have talked it over. She's willing to vouch for you. So, I'll allow you to borrow my core for your calculations. It was built using wood from a silver-white tree, which makes it a small part of Irminsul.
Conrian technology and Irminsul wood. Who in the world could have built you? Are you sure about this? A puppet without its core will cease functioning completely. And if it's left in that state for too long, it might not recover. You could die if you do this.
I don't know. I feel like a red flower in a field of snow when I see a bunch of couples around me.
Dang.
Yes.
Really?
No need to rub it in.
That's sad, daughter.
I won't lie to you. This has never been done before. I cannot guarantee your safety.
Yay.
Doesn't matter. I'm prepared for the worst.
Did you two actually talk this through? Is he... Are we really considering this?
Yes, we discussed it. The bottom line is, he trusts me and I trust you. Let's give it a shot, shall we?
Honestly, I have no clue where this kid even came from. But for whatever reason, he lent me his core to use in my formula. I'm very close to finishing my calculations now, and the core is currently in use. So I'm sorry, but I can only show you a sketch right now. This is what the core
It's just, I try to find someone but they always leave me on Nove 20. Leave him be please baby, he feeling the story.
Thanks,
Both
Bendy.
Walter and Daniel did.
Thanks, Bendy. Can you talk to her privately? I am sure I enjoyed the story.
theory,
Thanks, Mandy.
he should be fine. As long as we put his
Okay.
Beyond that, all I can say is that I'll try my best to avoid risk and make sure the core doesn't sustain any damage.
I think I know why you called us here now. Someone needs to watch over his body and make sure it's protected until the process completes.
Correct.
Interesting.
He said that the only ones he trusts here are you two, and the Traveler. And the Traveler will have other work to do.
He will have our undivided attention.
Aw, heck guy.
On a more positive note, things are progressing steadily on my end. I'll call everyone in for a meeting once the results are out.
Huh. I never thought we'll see him take his core out. It's very odd seeing him like this. I'm used to Wander's sassiness.
The worst case scenario with the core removal is either a system reset or a total loss of function. But I'm not afraid. A quiet death should have been my fate long ago. A core is completely different from a heart. It's like another vital organ entirely. I never believed it could be a true replacement for what I sought. But in the end, it turns out the core was more useful to me. Pretty funny when you think about it. It's like the punchline of my entire life. Do you think there's any difference between a puppet and a human? If not, then this would just be another samsara. I have already experienced both a past life and a next life. Part of me wonders whether I'm only capable of making this decision because I've become a real human. What's with that expression? Isn't this a good thing?
Sandrone will succeed, won't she?
Jesus is sad, man.
She will. We all have to persevere until this is over.
That's right. And I'll protect you all until the moment of victory arrives.
Goodness gracious. This story is so good. Maybe not talking much, but darn.
Who are you?
Call me Sonnet. You have the same power as Canon.
Sonnet. So, you're the goddess of the iridescent moon?
Oh, goodness. You recognized me? Well then, what's your name?
Columbina.
Whoa.
Columbina Hyposelenia.
Bro, she reminds me of that character from Woo-Wah a bit.
Hyposelenia.
Why does that girl look like something from Woo-Wah a bit? Is that just me a little bit of honkai too?
It was a joint effort between me and my friends.
Friends? You mean your friends in the heavens?
Huh?
Oh, sorry. You must be exhausted. I apologize. Hang in there. Let me introduce you to my older sisters.
Do you mean the other two moon goddesses? Arya and Canon?
Wow, you sure know a lot. Hey, does that mean that our story goes on into the future? Oh, I guess that wasn't the best question to ask. It's alright. We were prepared for that possibility. You could say we were.
Her voice actor sounds familiar, by the way. She sounds
I
familiar.
can't even remember how long my sisters and I have been here by this point. When did you get here? How long has it been?
I can't say for sure, but it feels like it's been forever.
I see. Are you feeling alright? You look a little unwell.
I can hold out a while longer.
We don't have far to go. The place where my sisters and I are based is just up ahead. Don't worry, they're both really nice. I'll introduce you.
Oh, wow.
sisters! I'm back! And look who I've brought with me.
I'm not gonna lie, their designs are nice.
Sister, born in the far future.
The pleasure is all mine.
Allow me to introduce you to Columbina Hyposelenia. This is Arya, the goddess of the eternal moon. And this is Canon, goddess of the frost moon. Canon, don't you think Hyposelenia's power is similar to yours?
Hello, Columbina. I apologize for our startled reaction just now. And please, forgive our little sister if she's been annoying you. She tends to talk a lot.
It's fine.
Lol.
You seem shy. Don't worry, Columbina Hyposelenia. No one can hurt you here.
Could you tell me where here is? Please. I must know.
My dear sister, this is where Tevat's original ruler, the Dragon King Nibelung, imprisoned the moon goddesses.
What? You're scaring her, Canon.
No, I'm fine. Please, continue.
Nibelung, our original master, created us in the distant past to maintain Tevat.
But he left this world and traveled into the dark universe beyond, to explore worlds vaster still.
Day and night, we fulfilled our duty in the heavens, until the day that the first Descender arrived.
The great ruler of the firmament.
The heavenly principles.
Is that what later generations call them? I see. But we did not reject them at first, nor did they seem to harbor ill intent towards this world. We coexisted in peace. They were like a guest in our home.
Slowly, however, we came to realize that our guest had a growing desire to change and dominate the world.
And you didn't stop it?
No.
Never thought we'll see the other previous moon goddesses, I'm not gonna lie.
We wanted to know if this order would bode good or ill for Tevat. All right. Canon and I wanted to know. Sonnet was against it from the outset.
Later, we discovered that this great ruler of the firmament bore an almost paranoid hostility toward the desire of certain life forms to seek power. Or perhaps they feared them. They would even cast down celestial nails as manifestations of their power.
Dang.
To punish the civilizations of the world below.
Only this was far beyond mere punishment.
Right. Their rules brought order, but the price people paid for merely testing the limits of those rules was far too great. I did everything in my power to help the punished escape catastrophe, but still, too many lives were lost.
The ancestors of the Frost Moon Scions were some of the ones you helped.
But just when we had decided to take countermeasures,
yeah, Genshin is interesting.
And so began the War of Funerary Flame.
So, that's the name the world gave that war in the future.
Well, who won in the end?
As far as I know, the Heavenly Principles won, although it came at a great cost. They remained in Tevat, where they continue to rule to this day. And the world's original master, the Dragon King Nibelung, was destroyed.
And what of the moons? Are there still 3 moons in Tevat's skies?
you can tell us the truth, Columbina. We know we are but remnants of a bygone age. We are prepared for the answer.
Only the frost moon remains. But it has been cast beyond the false firmament by the heavenly principles. The eternal and iridescent moons were both shattered during the war.
So death finally came for us in the end.
Sonnet.
But you're still here, aren't you?
A moon goddess cannot live without her moon, Columbina.
She's right. That's why I began to disappear. Because the frost moon is cut off by the false sky.
Dang.
How much worse it would have been if it were outright destroyed.
Our souls may endure within this lunar palace, but if our moons are destroyed,
then we shall disappear the moment we depart from it.
I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize to us, dear sister. If anything, we owe the world an apology. If only we'd decided to act sooner, rather than arguing amongst ourselves.
All the more reason not to spend this time in regret and repentance. Instead, we should focus our efforts on how we might help our future sister.
Sorry?
Don't you see, Columbina, your story is not yet over. Is that not why you are here?
It's done. Initiate numerological array. Continue running primary process. Calculate the world's fate through extrapolation. And identify nodes of potential change. Secondary process, scan for moons. Still 4. The number of moon marrows hasn't changed. Wait, let me think. Is it possible that there's something I've been misunderstanding about the moons all along? Variables. Variables in the world. I know where potential variables within the world come from. So what about the moons? Are there any variables there? Like their life or death, for instance. What if being alive or dead makes no difference to a moon? But that's so strange. Even immortal gods can die. Why would the moons alone be? Wait! I've got it! If alive or dead is considered a variable, we might have had this wrong the whole time. No one ever said that a moon marrow equals a living moon. We just made that assumption ourselves. Initiate secondary process. Scan again. This time filtering out interfering perimeter. Moon marrow. I don't care if they're natural or artificial. Get them out of my search results! Why? It says 3 moons still exist into that, even after excluding the moon marrows. But we know for a fact that 2 of them are dead. Redo the scan. Narrow the results to living moons and real moons. No, scrap that. Narrow it down to moons that have lunar authority and remain alive. Why? Why is it still 3? What is this, Columbina? Has the world lied to us? Or are you the one pulling the wool over our eyes?
That's kind of interesting.
So, you think that the moon's reflection might be where Nibelung imprisoned the 3 moon sisters?
Yes, it would explain a lot, such as why that space would respond to a moon goddess's power, opening the moon gate at her command. It would also explain why Miss Columbina has been unable to leave, and why time flows in reverse there.
In the messages she sent, Columbina promised us she'd find a way to return, but we have no way of knowing how, when, or where this might happen.
The fact that she still has yet to reappear in this world indicates that returning from that place is no easy feat. We cannot afford to simply wait for her.
So you're saying, if she could return by her own power alone, she would have done so long ago?
Yes, She certainly wouldn't leave it to this late stage when it's so touch and go. I've been giving this some thought, and I've come to believe that Luanatar might be an anchor that she left behind, as a sort of future waypoint. This could also explain why Luanatar is always by the Traveler's side.
Sounds like a plausible theory. If that's the case, there must be some criteria we need to fulfill to allow Columbina to return to the present. The question is, what could they be?
Hello? Listen up! This is extremely important!
That's the first to see her use that.
Not only is Columbina alive, but she may well exist in a form unimaginable to us. I'm still unclear on the details, but she's done something truly inconceivable in the past. And the clue to what she's done lies in the moon and Tevat sky.
Truly amazing. Oh, I'm so delighted for her.
I'm sure we all feel the same. And I'm sure Columbina is ready to get back here and fight by our side.
I'll keep my calculations going and try to find some way of coordinating with her. But that's not an excuse for everyone else to slack off, okay? All of you had better keep trying to think of solutions.
How can the dead moon still live? And Luanatar...
It's hard to believe that's what will happen in the distant future.
Our authority is linked to the most fundamental rules of Tevat. I suppose it's no wonder that many would covet that power.
I didn't realize that when you said friends, you meant people who live down in Tevat. That's so lovely. I always wanted to go down there and have some fun.
Have you ever tried leaving this prison?
Of course. Between us, we've tried everything. But no matter where we go, this space will eventually bring us back here.
It's like the center of a whirlpool. Everything ultimately converges here, at the moment when Nibelung imprisoned us.
In that case, have you tried using any of those pathways that connect this space to the real world?
Sorry? What are those?
They're passages through which you can make small-scale changes to reality by using Kuvaki. Or am I the only one who can use those passages? Because part of my soul remains in reality.
Kuvaki. What is that?
You don't know? It's a unique kind of elemental energy found only in Nodcry, the land from which the moons arose.
Oh. Well, it's true that the moons first rose up from the part of Tevat you say is called Nodcry. But there is no difference in the elemental energy between there and anywhere else.
What?
Could you show us some of this Kuvaki? Hyposelenia? Maybe if we see it, it'll make more sense.
Okay.
Isn't that just your power?
What? But it's everywhere in Nodcry. In the air, in the land. Even the creatures who live there have adapted to its influence.
How curious. This Kuvaki certainly did not exist anywhere in the world before we were imprisoned.
Let alone influence living creatures. So, how exactly does it affect them anyway? Can they float in the air like us?
This is so strange. Why would their reality differ so much from mine?
That's
Columbina,
interesting.
you're looking for more than just a way out of here, aren't you?
Yes. If I am to help my friends, I will need trilunar authority on par with that of our foe.
You mean... you'll need our power?
This sounds extremely risky. The Three Moons' powers are not mutually compatible. Concentrating them into one goddess will be a very painful process. And if anything goes wrong, it could tear you to pieces.
I know. But I'm willing to take that risk.
Even so, let's say we successfully transfer our authority to you. How will you take it outside this prison? Niblin constructed this realm specifically to prevent us from using our powers to interfere in his war. No moon goddess can leave this place alive.
What if I don't leave alive?
Where do we even start? How are we supposed to figure out what we're meant to do to help Columbina?
Columbina, what do you need from us?
If she really got to the beginning of time in there, how do you think she'd leave us a message? You don't think she'd write it down on a stone tablet somewhere in the hopes that we'd find it, do you?
Seems unlikely. Columbina may not talk a lot, but she thinks deeply about issues like this.
Let's review what we know. This is the Columbina who fought alongside us against the Rahir of Solnari, and with whom we celebrated Moon Prayer Night. She knows our personalities, our ways of doing things, even our unique strengths and abilities. So, if she wanted to tell us something from a long, long time ago, what would she do? Oh.
Good question.
Traveler, you once said that those golden ripples also appeared when Luanatar was born. What if Columbina left Luanatar here, not just as an anchor to the real world, but for some other purpose? If she is part of Columbina, and Columbina knows that I can see past events through her...
Oh yeah! Like when you peeked into Rare's past through his heart!
Nefer, wait! If you're right about this, and you can really see past events through Luanatar, your eyes, they'll...
Oh, I know. Looking at Rarir's past in Conria was already enough of a strain on my eyes. Looking this far back into the past, it'll surely blind me.
Yikes.
But it's our only chance. This is the only way.
This is the only way. I was about to say, this is the way. From
We spoke
Mandalorian
about
with
this
the
once,
with the
a long time
Mandalorians.
ago.
When they say,
Do you
this is
remember
the
what I
way.
said, Yehoda? The day I lose my sight, the Curatorium of Secrets will be yours to run.
But...
Geez, that's
What's
deep.
wrong? I'd be overjoyed if I were you. This day's come a lot earlier than either of us expected. I need to know you'll honor our agreement, Yehoda. Promise me.
Yes, Boss Neff. I promise.
Are you sure you don't want some time to think this through?
What is there to think through? I should have gone blind after our battle with Rarir. Frankly, it's almost criminal that I got away with it for this long.
Then at least let me take some precautions on your behalf. And if you really do lose your sight, I'll visit your office every day and make sure you're well looked after.
Oh, please, anything but that. I was actually ready to go through with this. Are you trying to scare me into backing out?
As if I could ever scare you. I'll assume you're just joking to calm your nerves.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's do this.
done.
Good. Now give me some space. Come on then, little one. Show me what happened in the past.
Between the Trilunar Authority, Kuvaki, and the soul-surviving moon, the Frost Moon, I think I might know how to get back. But I will need my sister's help. Time to go talk it over with them.
Have you decided what to do? I hope it's not too dangerous. You really scared me when you said that thing about not leaving here alive. Come on, let's go find the other two.
Not gonna lie, this was definitely my favorite one. Out of all of the three, this was definitely my favorite one. She's definitely my favorite.
It seems you have reached a decision. I'm all ears. What do you propose?
Have you figured it out, Columbina? Tell us, how do you plan to leave this place?
I intend to die here, in this
What?
moment. And then be reborn in the future with the help of my friends.
What? What are you saying? How can the dead be reborn? And how will you inform these future friends of your plans? You can't exactly leave oracles. Nothing can escape this place. Not a single ray of moonlight. And even if you found a way, what if they never find the message you left for them? You'll...
No, that won't happen.
Come again?
They will find my message. I'm sure of it.
I'm not following. How exactly will you achieve this?
It's quite simple, really. First, I will leave my soul here.
I see it.
Your soul? You mean, you're a divinity?
Yes. I once left a portion of my soul in the future. One so small that this prison barely noticed anything. In this very moment, she can resonate with my soul across time. When the time comes, I believe that she can serve as an anchor to pull my soul from here back to the future reality.
Just as gravity connects the world to the moon.
Exactly. In the future, where I came from, the moon has been cast beyond the false sky, but I can still feel that it is there. In a similar way, I can feel a connection to the soul fragment I left behind even now. My friends can use it to detect my presence.
But how do you just leave your soul here? Is that even possible?
On my way here, I met an ordinary mortal who entered this place long before I did. Her body is long gone, but her soul remains. And before that, I encountered an old enemy whose entire soul survives here intact, while the power that once corrupted his body has faded away.
So, perhaps this space is specifically designed to imprison divinity and authority, but not the physical body.
Still, even if your body can escape, would it not just be a lifeless husk without the soul inside? Wait, is that what you meant when you said you wouldn't leave alive?
Yes, I shall turn my body into moonlight and pour it over Nodcry. That power shall protect the land and quietly blend into it, awaiting my soul's return in the future. However, I cannot do this on my strength alone. I would need your help to do this, so I'm humbly asking for your assistance.
Oh, dear sister, you need not be so formal. As I said before, we are but remnants of a bygone age. You, on the other hand, were born alone in that distant future, and you have walked a long and lonesome road since then. How could I bear to let your story end here in this dungeon? Don't forget, we are your sisters, your family.
Damn.
Arya's right. Actually, I've always wanted a little sister. Can you imagine how it's been for me? Getting nagged by 2 older sisters all the time. Now, I finally get to be the big sis. And not just that, but I get to help you return to your world, too. How could I say no to that?
Sonnet.
Can it?
I'm sorry. I know this is a bold request. The Frost Moon is rightfully yours, and it remains intact.
Oh, no, please. Don't misunderstand me, Columbina. I was just thinking back on the years that the 3 of us once spent together. You cannot imagine how happy I am to hear of the future world you describe. The Frost Moon Scions, your lovely, kindly friends. For the 3 of us, whose purpose in life was to maintain the peace in Teyvat. It is a great relief to know that the people of this world live in such an abundant future. If your plan can save them, and save Nodcry, I will gladly give you all that I can. Besides, the 3 of us have been together since the day we were born. I could never abandon them to live on alone without them.
Canon.
Still, I do have one question I would like to ask you before we proceed.
Certainly. What is it?
Why do you cover your eyes?
Yeah, I was curious about that too. But it seemed personal, so I didn't want to intrude.
There was a time when I refused to look upon the world. I believed it was full of nothing but lies and falsehoods. I wished to hide my feelings, seal my heart, until I could return to my true home.
I see. Perhaps that decision saved you from ever having to see the false sky again. But at the same time, you likely missed out on many true and precious things, like the smiles on your friends' faces. Promise me this, Columbina. When you return to the future, open your eyes, take a look at the world around you, and see your friends. I'm sure that you know this already, given that you long to return. But that is your true home. Give me your hand, Columbina. Arya, Sonnet, you too.
Okay.
All right.
We once were the songs sung for eternity, But now it is you who must continue to sing.
We once were the tides in the great river of time, but now we subside, and you arise.
We were the messengers of madness and inspiration. But now, the lies have faded, and your truth must endure.
We are souls awaiting the sun. You must return to be with those who smile when they see your face.
Is it done?
Yes. We have transferred the authority over all 3 moons to Columbina Hyposelenia. From this moment on, she is the Tri-Lune Goddess, the one and only moon goddess of this world.
Wow, that looks so cool.
Thank you. Thank you, my sisters.
Now go, and do what you believe is right, Columbina Hyposelenia.
Be aware that we cannot grant you the power of the 3 moons beyond these prison walls. The conflict that arose over their remains following our disappearance will still take place.
I understand.
Sisters, oh, my body, it feels...
Now that we have given up our power and authority, our bodies are merely mortal shells. This prison is dissolving them as we speak.
Damn, that's deep.
It's okay, Sonnet. The end must come for every god, just as it does for every human.
That's true.
Is. The final destination of our lives. Canon and I will be by your side the whole way.
What she just said is so true,
one
actually.
Final request, Columbina. Could you use the 3 moons' power to send us back into the real world? Now that we have lost our powers, I doubt this space will seek to hold us further. It's just... we would like to spend our final moments together in the only place we ever called home.
Of course.
Bro, this is just sad.
Gladly. Sonnet?
Yes?
Don't... I wish I could tell her not to give in to the abyss. Not to be afraid. But is this really what I should say at this moment? Don't forget. I'm so glad to have a big sister like you.
No, Hypo... Thank you. I'm okay. I'm not afraid. As long as my sisters are with me, I won't be afraid.
Jeez, man, this is just... Damn.
It looks like this is goodbye, sisters.
Goodbye, Columbina.
Take care of this world in our stead.
I will. And now, it's time for me to bid farewell to my body, too. May it become the moonlight that keeps Nodcry company through the long years ahead. So this is why Nodcry was not always home to Kuvaki. It only appeared after I poured my body out upon this land, and only this land. Kuvaki responds to me because it is me, my body, answering the call of my soul. And the golden energy I've encountered on my way here was, in fact, that very soul, which I am about to leave here to guide me. Oh, power Trilune, eternal moonlight. I, Columbina Hyposelenia, lay aside my body. Let it be cast into the dark night to illuminate the future. May it be a companion to all who dwell beneath the moon. Until the time comes for me to return home.
Jeez, man. That was... Whew, that's deep. Good.
That was crazy! Were we even allowed to see that? Is anyone? Can you still see? How many fingers am I holding up?
I see 2 fingers, and a look of sheer terror on your face.
Truly astounding, Miss Nefer. Your eyes have glimpsed the very ends of the world, and yet they remain as sharp as ever. Or is the credit for this miracle due to Miss Lauma? It seems that even time itself is no match for your medical skills.
Surely you jest, Mr. Flint. I suspect we have Columbina to thank. She must have realized the immense toll that the ritual would take and purposely set aside some of her power in the past to protect Nefer's eyes when this moment arrived. There is always a great price to pay for witnessing the truth, but it seems that this time, Columbina has shouldered that burden on our behalf.
She chose the perfect method of getting a message to us. Though her eyes were always shut, she was clearly so perceptive. She knows us well. She knew exactly how we would think and what we would try. Despite being separated by time and space, we're seeing the same possibilities and seizing the same opportunities.
We still don't even know if she's okay right now. But as long as there's a chance we can do something, we'll fight to make it happen.
We'll get you back somehow, Columbina.
Well, based on the information we now have, let's figure out our next moves.
Thanks to these gentlemen, we have a much clearer picture of the situation with Dottore. The civilian population has been moved to safety, so we no longer need to hold back.
Miss Androne, how are the calculations going?
So far, so good. I'll keep seeing how far I can push the system, though. Can't have Hatman being powered down for nothing.
There's still a long road ahead. Where should we begin?
Our plan is clear. Time is short, so let's get moving.
There's just never enough time, is there? Time is the bane of my existence. Ugh. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to work.
Alright, we'll do our part too.
Yeah.
Albedo's theory says that elemental energy can dilute the light realm's power. But I'm no expert in building elemental defenses. Sounds like something out of the advanced elemental theory section of the library. Whew.
You seem quite troubled.
Well, yeah. I mean, who doesn't get a little flustered when they're completely out of their depth?
You were the very picture of confidence back when you approached the Hexen Circle.
Eh, I could have been faking it through that whole meeting for all you know. Who's to say I'm not just a ball of nerves in a charming and gregarious package?
Oh gosh, really? I'm so sorry, I had no idea. Well, you're all the braver for it.
Still, I was much more in my comfort zone than I am here. At least in Mondstadt, you can cry for help from a cliff top and actually stand a chance of summoning Barbados himself. Things have never looked bleaker than they do now. If we don't pull this off, Tevat's doomed, isn't it?
Oh, you think so? Actually, yes. Yes, it probably is.
It's a shame.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Tevat has faced annihilation many times in the past, but it also gave us you, didn't it?
Hey, don't give me that. It's not like I'm anyone special.
I disagree. Every human born in this world is special. We angels have always believed that.
In that case, this humble human being has a big favor to ask of you.
I thought you might say that.
I'm sure Alice, in her great wisdom, sent you here precisely to help us in this difficult time, yes?
Well, that has less to do with her wisdom, and more to do with my power.
Of course, of course. Well, the thing is, these elemental defenses we're about to build, I don't think it's a question of if they'll fail, but when. Durin's findings from his patrols make it clear that Dottore is constantly expanding his territory. First it was his lab, then the design bureau, and now this. It's not realistic to completely stop him encroaching on the rest of Nagcry. Rather, our goal should be to stall him for as long as possible. If Miss Sandroni's calculations are correct, well, they're the closest thing to certainty we have in this situation, so let's assume they are. Anyway, her calculations suggest that our best hope for victory lies in Miss Columbina's return. It's up to us to slow Dottore's advance and buy time for her to make a return.
Are you asking me to help you with building the defenses?
No. I'd like you to prepare for what comes next. When he eventually reaches us, we will have to fight him. You were an angel once and a mage now. I'm asking you to lend us your protection.
Oh. Can I take it that you're triggering the terms you fought for during our three-way talks?
Well, technically those terms were about protecting Mondstadt. But if you're happy to agree to the change in location, then yes, let's do that.
You're cashing in on this much sooner than I'd imagined.
Well, yeah. The way things are going, I might not get another chance.
Very well. The mages have heard the knight's plea, and we will respond. To tell the truth, Alice and I had already discussed how we might help you all, so I didn't come empty-handed. I always like to be prepared.
This is... wow. Yeah. This is great. Seriously, thank you.
It's been many long years since I had a chance to dazzle humanity with a little divine intervention. To humbly serve as a reliable and responsible guide. Anyway, Knight of Boreas, Please accept this gift in recognition of your great virtue. Go now. May the angel's blessing deliver you safely to your destination.
Damn. Woo. Okay, where am I at now on the freaking... Oh my god. Where am I now on this? Sixteenth page and third place on the 16th page is when I got my Farina now. 16th page, third on the third part. Sheesh. I am on hard pity now. I mean, this is cool though. Wish they should have been added this, in my opinion. Well, I'm going to end the stream for now. I'll continue the rest of the story tomorrow. God, this is long, but really good. I'm not going to lie. This was really good. I'll continue the rest of the story tomorrow. By the way, I will continue the rest of this tomorrow. Try to finish it up, and then maybe do some of the side stuff too, because I do want Colomina. I'll be being honest, I do want her so bad. I really do. But I don't know if I'm gonna be lucky or not. But it's all good end of the day. But anyway, hope y'all did like today's stream and all that good jazz, and hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all. See y'all.